What's up, guys? Not sure what's going on. I actually went up to Huntsville today and hung out with Grateful Parent for a little while. I sent him the link. I hadn't heard from him, so I don't know what's going on there. Maybe he'll jump in a little late or something. I don't know. And I'd actually had scheduled for Super Still Steve to join us this evening, but Steve is moving this weekend, and he already told me ahead of time he wasn't sure if he'd be done in time to join. So, I told him, hey man, no stress. We'll do that another week if you want to. But no idea where. Oh, wait a minute. There's Greasy Pancakes. He's getting ready. There he is.
What's up, dude?
Oh
What's up,
man.
everybody? Sorry, I lost track of time.
That's all right. I was just telling everybody, Steve was supposed to join us tonight, but he's got Lee, Bama Knife guy, is over in Georgia helping him move this weekend. So,
Oh, really?
yeah, I told him not to stress about that. I don't know. Is Patina in here yet? Patina Turner, are you here? I want to wait on him if he's not, because I got something I wanted to show, but I wanted to make sure he was here first. John, the first part of the show, I want to go ahead and knock out what the title says. I wanted to show.
Shit, we have a title?
Yes, and just so you guys know, we're not giving this away tonight. I'm just showing what's going to be given away, and then I'll go into how you're gonna enter for the 1K giveaway. So I'll get started on that right fast. First of all, Backpack B gifted me a White Mountain Knives an electronic gift card.
Uh-huh.
I looked into it. It's not transferable. I'm going to be completely honest. There's Patina. He is here. I'll go ahead and do this first then. Not all of you will get this joke, but this is by far one of the greatest gifts I've ever received. I laughed my ass off when I got this. So feast your eyes on my autographed Hanson picture that Patina Turner ordered for me.
Dude.
It is incredible. No doubt in my mind, this will be right
epic.
up there with Elvis's guitar one day as far as value. This was awesome. Guys, I know we're all grown men. We all know this by now, but it's never the dollar amount of what you do for somebody when you can, when you can find something that personal to give to somebody, dude. It'll change your day, your week, everything. In all actuality, my wife is the big Hanson fan because she's considerably younger than I am. She's the only reason I went to the concerts because she wanted to go. But so I've already let her know, that after I showed it and everything, that she could have it. So she's actually already had it. She came in tonight and asked me, "Do you need to borrow your picture for tonight?" So I got to give that right back.
So you gifted that to her?
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, Tina gifted it to me. I gifted it to her because I knew it'd mean a lot to her. Well, actually, I told her that it was from Patina Turner.
Right.
So, guys, I've got enough. I got enough giveaway stuff in to do 2 giveaways. Before G-Ball started blowing up and going viral, we had made a deal where I'm going to draw one of my winners from. He's going to make a Edgy American 1K giveaway entry video, and you'll go there to enter. Well, after the packages the number of things got big enough, I decided to do 2, and the second one will be on EDC and Lace. So look for those in the next couple of days. I haven't even informed them of what they have to give away yet, but I'm going to show you the two giveaway packages I have as of right now. So yeah, we'll get into this.
I got something to show you real quick. Feast your eyes on this baby boy.
Oh, you found it?
Yep, I just found it tonight.
So good, man.
Hell yeah. Dude, it don't even taste like beer. It tastes like you're eating the Andes Mint.
It does.
It's like 100%.
And it's actually good with food.
Yeah.
I have a hard time drinking beer with food. The spices or whatever in the food make the beer extremely bitter to me. I know I'm aware, especially pizza. I can't eat pizza and drink any beer, but that stuff, yeah.
Y'all, I found out today just how picky this big-headed bastard is when we went to eat. And then, well, to top it all off, he's going to order this smorgasbord and then fuss at the waiter because he didn't tell him how much food it was.
Dave, I ordered fries and a burger.
You ordered poutine and a burger, barbecue, but like it was a whole meal, just a poutine. It
It's
was,
a meal for most people.
yeah,
It's 2 meals, just the poutine,
it was big.
and then the burger was a half-pound patty. Which not gonna get into that. Did you get the picture I sent you, or I tagged you in on Instagram?
No, I didn't.
Jack Brown special today. I don't remember the name of the burger, but it was bacon, egg, and
Yeah, yeah,
cheeseburger. So
yep.
I tagged you and told you that I was mad. You made me miss out on it.
Well, I see that's their Sunday special, and last time we went, it was Sunday. So that was their daily special that day, and I almost got it, but I wanted to try that damn Greg Brady with the
I'm gonna
barbecue
try it
chips.
next time, but I'm not getting it on a donut bun. I
No,
don't want
no,
my cheeseburger on a donut.
that's
The
too
people
damn
who get it,
much.
I've seen people in there eating it, and they swear it's incredible. If you guys have a Jack Brown's near you, it's like a gourmet hipster burger and beer joint. They have excellent hamburgers. They're not cheap. I'll be upfront with you about that. It's about $8.50 for a burger and $4.50 for an order of fries. But you'll leave full. But it is absolutely delicious. Some of the stuff they come up with.
It is no soup du jour though. Sorry, Cletus.
No. Yeah.
No soup du jour. But their cheese fries are insane.
Yeah. So I want to get to these prize packages out of the way, John.
Let's get to the serious shit.
This is the package that G-Ball will be giving away. The first item in it is for all you Knives Fast and Pocket Metal fans, Buck 373, 3-blade slip joint, awesome little knife. This is what your grandpa carried. It's all he ever needed.
Little Stockman pattern.
Yeah, I'm glad you said that because I don't know, but
it is.
Yeah, that's this is in prize package 1 from G-Ball's channel. There's more. So you got the Buck 373. I just received this from Lord Needham. I didn't know it was coming in a trade that we made. He threw this in. So I'm going to throw it in on the giveaway. Guys, I apologize. I don't know if it has a name or a number. There's something printed on the box, but it's printed very, very light. But it's a Sativian anyway, so it doesn't really matter. It's just going to make you a decent little beater pocket knife. This is a fairly big knife. You know how big my hands are. Sticks out both sides. Just to let you know up front. I mean, if you light switch it and put a little, well, I say that, put a little ass behind it, it will open. Well, I thought very odd about this knife, John. Look at this. You see that? You see it?
I see a knife. What am I looking at?
Flip it over.
Okay, what am I looking at?
There's only a fuller.
Oh, the fuller's only on one side. What the hell? That is weird.
And you can slow roll it with the fuller, but it's because the detent is so weak.
So what? Wait, which side is it's on the show side or the? Oh, it's on the clip side. So
no, it's on the show side.
It's on the show side.
Yeah, there's the clip side, no fuller.
But okay.
If you're right-handed,
yeah,
you very easily slow roll it with a fuller because the detent is extremely weak on this thing.
Well,
so, just throw this in the trunk of your car, under the seat of your truck. Just a decent little beater knife, but it gets better.
That messes me up because I want the fuller to be on the clip side so you can reverse flick it.
But you can't. Yep. All right. Knife number 3 comes from Mr. Javon. And I knew I was right about this. He kept telling me that this was a D2 blade. It is not a D2 blade, which makes this giveaway that much better. This is y'all don't get mad at me because I don't. Yeah, this don't have a name on it either. But this is a Boker.
We're so mad at you right now.
Yeah, this is a Boker that has a nice textured G10 handle. You can see the texture in that. Javon might be able to jump in and tell us what it's called. And I'm assuming, I don't have a magnet close, that's a stainless steel frame lock. Got that clip way off to one side. I know some people like that, some people don't. But this thing has got, unlike the Sativian, has great action. And it is not D2. That is a big chunking piece of 14C 28N.
That's kind of sexy a little bit.
Yeah,
I dig it.
that makes it even more sexy that it's 14C. So yeah, this will make a
What
great
makes it
OD.
sexy is that you're holding it in your hand. But
Right, right. Yeah, this will make a great EDC carry or work knife if you want to preserve your knife, your nicer stuff. I don't think this was a very cheap knife when Javon bought it either. This is back during his budget knife a day phase. Not poking fun, John,
but your knife a
but
day.
maybe a little.
That it's a solid looking knife, man.
Yeah,
No,
it's
for
a
real.
nice knife. And the grand finale, this may actually be the best knife of the three. Oh, well, maybe the most expensive. I'm not sure. But we also have a Kaiser. I do have the box, but I took it out so I wouldn't have to fight with it for so long. You might have to help me with the name on this one. I'm pretty sure this is the. Uh,
That's
oh man,
probably what it is.
I'm
That's it.
sorry, guys.
You're 100% correct.
Yeah, I'm failing. It has great action. I suck with thumb studs sometimes. Is it the Feist, I believe?
No, that's not a Feist. The Feist is the Lundquist front flipper.
Doman.
Hold.
Kaiser Doman.
Yeah.
And it's in. I probably should have got my glasses.
Are you about to go away? Because you froze up as hell on my screen. What's happening, guys? Oh, there he is. Glitched a little bit. Had a little seizure. And he's back.
Am I back already?
You're back.
Yeah. So it's a Kaiser Doman, little micarta scale, reverse Tonto. No, there's no such thing as a reverse Tonto with great action. I was actually impressed because I've been able to open it every time until now. But yeah, you guys, I mean, y'all know what to expect from Kaiser nowadays. Drop shut, flies out almost like it's assisted, even though it's not. So yeah, so that's the prize package number one that you'll be able to enter on. G-Ball will make a 1K giveaway entry video. So you got the Kaiser Doman, the Boker, the Sativian, and the Buck. And there's going to be swag in both packages, guys. There's so much of it. I'm not going to sit here and go through every sticker because that annoys me when channels do that. But yeah, tons of stickers.
We wouldn't want to annoy you.
Right. Now, package two that you're going to enter on EDC and Lace's channel, just as nice. Not as many knives, but dollar-wise, may even be a little more. I don't know. Shane, you need to take some water with them blue pills. Okay. Anyway, Backpack B sent me a $50 e-gift card, and it was not transferable. I thought about, just letting the winner pick and then me order it and me have to ship it. But, guys, I have a brief window of when I can ship because of my finances, and I didn't want to be in a situation where by the time we found out, that's embarrassing, but I didn't want to be in a situation where I couldn't afford to ship. So I just went ahead and ordered it, ordered what I thought was cool. And I already had a couple of budget knives. I don't think anybody in here needs another $50 knife. And I've actually looked into this tool previously, so I was very interested in it. I'm sure we probably all have a Swiss Army knife, but I was interested in this one because I know the reputation of the company. My opinion, the best budget knife of all time coming out of China for the money is the Reich P801B. $27, 14C, great knife. So when I saw that Reich made a multi-tool,
oh yeah, that's a good
I've
one
always
too.
wanted to see it. The great thing about this, guys, is the difference between this and a Swiss Army knife, this comes in 12C.
Yeah.
So this is much better steel than you get with a Swiss Army knife. And it does have this weird, it's not a slip joint, it's a liner lock. But if you notice, it has a 2/3 stop and then clicks open and has a liner lock. And this thing came absolutely shaving sharp. So you've got a 12C 27N blade. And the reason why I've always heard go with Victorinox, always go with Victorinox. There's always been in the quality of the scissors. Now, I bought this to give away, so I haven't thoroughly tested them, but I did do some cutting with this on some very thin tissue paper. And guys, these scissors are surgical, man. They're extremely sharp. They cut very well. And instead of having that little wire spring, it has this spring bar, which I don't think you're going to run into breakages as much. So yeah, it's a great pair of scissors on this thing. Of course, it's got screwdrivers, can openers. It's got the corkscrew. I always thought the corkscrew was a complete waste of metal on a multi-tool until I found out what they're actually really good for. If you get a good tight knot and some 550 cord, this is the best tool in the world for untying it. You can get inside the knot, feed that corkscrew up in there, pull the 550 cord, your shoestrings, either one. So yeah, corkscrew great for untying knots. I did think it was maybe a little overkill to put the glass breaker on there, but it does have a glass breaker, and it also comes with slid into the scale much like a Swiss Army knife with this rather large pair of tweezers. So yeah, very cool knife, cool multi-tool. I may actually order myself one day just because I know this may be blasphemy, but I mean, it seems like a better product than most Swiss Army knives I've handled. So there I
Well, I'm
said.
gonna tell you what, the deal with Swiss Army knives, they got they got string pullers and package carriers and rope cutters and damn. Why
Yeah,
don't they put a panty dropper on them?
I don't know. They need one. Or why don't they just, use a good steel?
Yeah,
I
right.
never quite understood that.
Yeah,
Second knife in the EDC and lace giveaway comes to us. Oh, did I mention that the buck came from Mr. Kyle Coonley?
you did,
Okay.
I believe.
Kyle sent a
If you
second
didn't, you
knife
did.
giveaway. So this is also from Mr. Coonley. Forgive me for not knowing the name of it. Yeah,
We'll just call it George.
You guys will know though. This is a small. To me, it's small. It's the Asher, and this has Kyle's edge on it, guys.
That's a stupid edge.
Don't touch it. That's all I can tell you. Clean work, knife sharpening is legit. I don't know if you can see the reflection in that, but this thing will make you bleed. Yeah, it's a great. I mean, it's a big enough blade, but
I
this
think
thing
that's
is
called the
so
picket.
thin and profile that you don't even know it's in your pocket. Tina Turner said this is the picket. So
He did,
we've got
and
an
it
Asher
is.
picket to go along with the with the rack multi-tool, and the grand prize for this package is a Kaiser that I was actually very interested in when it came out. I had to fight the urge to purchase it just because it's so pretty. I don't know how good a knife it is, but it is a pretty ass knife, and that's the Kaiser Deviant.
Do you know the name of it?
It's the Deviant.
Dude, that's a cool knife, man.
Yeah,
I've been
white
wanting.
micarta with white smooth G10 coated. I'm pretty sure it's 154.
Yeah, I've been wanting to check one of those out.
Yeah, that's I think this thing sold for about 120, wasn't it? Something like that.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, that's why I didn't get it. If it had been looked like this and more their budget line, I would have gotten it. But yeah, so yeah, very nice knife. So with G-Ball and Lacey, y'all are in here, that kind of gives you an idea of what you guys are going to be making your video about. Of course, I'll just message you with pictures of all of it. And so yeah, you're going to have to go two places to enter into each giveaway. And before we start bullshitting, I want to make an admission.
Are we gonna bullshit tonight?
Yeah.
All right.
Kyle said, Shane, let's be real. The grand prize in that pack is my edge, not any of the knives. You may be right, Kyle.
The
You may
grand
be right.
prize is that he's had his sexy hands on that knife
That's
to
another
put the
plus.
edge on it. So
There's
that's all I'm
also
saying.
a forest tank. I showed it on a couple of a couple of videos ago. It's a camouflage forest tank that's going in. I'm not sure which package yet. I'll figure that out. And like I said, a ton of stickers from a little bit of everybody. I've got one of the elusive Bearded Doom. He's got really cool stickers. Bluminati sent me some stickers. I got some really cool stickers going out. Guys, I made a video, or actually it was on a live a couple of weeks ago. I unboxed the Mannix XL that was gifted to me, and when it came back to me, it had my copper scales on it. There's a reason why I gave those copper scales away, and I guess I kind of forgot why. It's just too heavy. And I don't mean, 15 ounces, any grown man can carry 15 ounces, but it's so heavy that it turns sideways in your pocket. So I was headed up to Huntsville, Alabama today to get
That's where I live.
to get Brother Greasy Pancakes there to install my Mannix upgrade kit that was gifted to me by I'm not sure who bought what, but from what I understand, everybody kind of pitched in for this stuff. And I run across these textured micarta scales for a very decent price. And so I swore I wasn't going to take the copper scales off, but the knife was going to go unused with the copper scales. So I did acquire some micarta scales and had Brother John install them for me, and they are impressive. I do like them, but even more impressive is that with the Mannix upgrade kit, I can now make my Mannix fall shut, which is something I have never been able to do in the past. That is worth every penny, guys. If you've got a Mannix, get the upgrade kit. It makes it so much better, man. He did this one and my regular size Mannix, and they're both excellent now. I absolutely love them. Yeah.
And I'll tell you what, doing that for Shane was so rewarding. But the blowjob he gave me afterwards in repayment was even more rewarding. So, but no, that's a pimped out Mannix now, man. It's got the upgrade, the ball cage kit, the whole shit and shebang, and screws and everything. So it's on point.
Well, there you go, guys. There's another knife added to the giveaway. Bettina, if you would just hang on to that, and when we find out the winner, I'll just let you ship it straight. So there's also going to be an Imperial Penguin and M390.
Oh Jesus, dude,
Yeah.
that's a sweet one.
Yeah. Johnny Casada, yeah, it's the same kit for the Mannix or the Mannix XL. The upgrade is, and I'm telling you, it's game changing. The knife still locks up great.
And it doesn't affect the detent. Like it's not like it weakens the detent, but it's so much smoother pulling back that lock.
It is. You can pull it. You can actually pull it back just on one side. My regular size Mannix, I had to hold that thing in two hands, and I struggled to just pull it back. It always felt like something was catching, like something was cracked. I don't know. It never felt right, but yeah, it's perfect now. That's I can't. To be honest, I can't tell the difference between because we had two different kits. We had one that had the ball cage and one without. So the one without is just a little rod and a spring. Is that right, John?
No, the one without is just the ball and the spring, and then the one with has got the ball cage, the ball, and the spring. Yeah. Read Kyle Coonley's comment up above.
The difference in the performance of them? They both felt equal to me.
Oh well, I feel like with the upgraded ball, it's a little bit smoother.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's a ceramic ball or what the deal is.
But $42 kit that comes with the ball cage, at least get the $14 spring and ball, because it's still well worth it, man. It makes a huge difference.
You got to upgrade your balls, people.
Yeah.
Read Kyle Coonley's.
I'm going.
Get up there, you slow, big-headed bastard.
Have Shane read. Oh, how many times did he say it? Hi, Josh Worth. Good comment, Kyle. Way to go. Here goes Shane. I'll toss in a gift certificate for a free sharpening to one of the packages too. Can make a third gift pack with that and Bettina's penguin. There we go. So we'll do 3, and yeah, I will let you know very soon, because I'll pick another channel to do gift package number 3 out of. If anybody wants to throw up a suggestion in the comments for that, anybody we know that's getting close, I'd really like her to be somebody under 1,000. So,
Hey, Johnny Quesada, what's up, brother Quesadilla? Justin and Molly actually have that kit on their website.
yeah, that's where those came from, was from OCD for EDC. Yep. Come on, guys. Surely y'all know a channel that could use a boost. It's not at 1,000 yet.
Revolving Blades,
There
Apex
we go. I love
Alchemy.
I said it first. We're just going to jump right on that. He's first to answer, so there you go. O-Tip. I will get to
there we go.
O-Tip and have him make a giveaway video. And so yes, the Imperial Penguin, the M390, and a professional sharpening job from Mr. Kyle Coonley will be available. Yeah, there we go. Donor, I will try to keep us reminded of that, because it seems like this is becoming a popular thing to do giveaways through other channels. I picked O-Tips. Actually, I'd forgotten about O-Tip. I know Stevie's been trying to push him, so he's been asking for a while. So we'll do O-Tip this time, and we'll try to do it up next time.
Yeah, O-Tip's a good dude.
Yeah. Yeah, that works.
And All-American.
Yeah.
Army vet.
If you're not subbed to those guys, go ahead and go do that, and be on the lookout in the next few days. I will contact them tomorrow morning and let them know what's available, and let them know that they need to make. I mean, it can literally be a short.
Wait, one.
Yeah.
Fuck off, Javon.
Oh. What?
Did you see his comment?
Yeah, I saw it. I was ignoring this shit. He done said it 3 or 4 times. Somebody put Javon in timeout.
No, don't do that.
Nah, I'm kidding. Don't do
if
that.
you do, put Kyle in there with him. They can give each other hand jobs.
Mod, you can't put him in. Well, I guess I can put him in timeout, but yeah. So there we go, guys. 3 giveaway packages, 3 different channels to go to, and when you go to those channels, all caps, edgy, just EDGY. Nope, I don't need a hashtag, none of that. Just all caps, EDGY.
And everything was donated by some awesome fucking people.
They were. They absolutely were, man. People came through for me, and I appreciate that more than you guys know. I wish I was able to afford to give, to purchase my own this time around. I'm just not yet. In case you guys are wondering, I am still waiting on that employment opportunity. Last I heard, they're still implementing the new software and don't want to hire anybody until that's done. So hopefully that comes to fruition. If not, we'll I love knives. It's EDC and lace, G-Ball Vision, and O-Tip. All 3 of them should post a video within the next few days saying something about Edge American 1K giveaway entry. And you'll go to that video. You can leave as big a comment as you want, but somewhere in there, leave the word edgy, all caps. As you guys know me, I'm all about the all caps. So EDGY, all caps. So let's see if we can get those folks some subs, and come time to do the giveaway, I'll draw the winners out of their comment section. So.
Well, while we're getting people subs and followers, and this is totally un-knife related and selfish on my part, but all you Instagram mofos, go, and if somebody can post up a link, do it. But if not, just go to Instagram and do a search for Delta Dogwood Studio and follow my dearest friend in the whole world, Stephanie, on her business Instagram, because she's a fantastic artist. absolutely just, I'm surrounded by brilliant people every fucking day, and it makes me feel like a very small person. But go follow her on Instagram. And if you're ever in Huntsville, Alabama, go to Low Mill Arts and Entertainment and visit. Right now it's Studio 315, but she's going to be moving to 2047. Buy her shit because she is awesome.
I'm doing it right now. So it's Delta Dogwood. There it is. All one word. Delta Dogwood Studio. I don't know if you're going to be able to see that. Yeah.
Do it. Do it. You ain't going to win nothing for it, but just know you're doing something, giving somebody some traffic out of the kindness of your own heart, and she greatly deserves it.
She just gained a follower. Now I feel bad because she had already followed me, and I didn't get followed back. I get
SOB.
I get so behind in notifications. I Love Knives added me on Facebook today, and I told him right up front. I was like, man, if you message me on here and I don't answer, I swear I'm not being rude. I just open my Facebook about once a week. I mostly use Facebook to keep up with distant family. I just really prefer the Instagram, just the way it works. I just prefer it more. Other than the fact that you can't just go on there and type out a message and post it. You know, so it's got to have a picture.
Yeah, I can't. I don't even get on Facebook at all, and I'm horrible at Instagram now because I don't have as much spare time as I used to because I'm at work a whole lot. So
to touch on that one more time, guys. You know, I'm a big proponent for supporting people within the community. And we have several people within our community that we're friends with that offer services. You know, you've got Backpack B doing mods. You've got Stella doing some mods. You've got ProX out there making custom scales that are mind-blowing. Yeah, Parker doing, I think he does Cerakote, don't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, and then, of course, you know, all the way up to Knife Modders doing crazy mods and transparent knives doing reblades. But guys, don't forget we've got some great sharpeners in this community.
Yeah.
You know, Kyle Coonley, he's a mod for me here on my channel. You can follow him on Instagram at Clinging Work Knife Sharp. Is it?
Klongenlingen.
Post your link up for your Instagram for your sharpening service. Guys,
I think it's Lingenschugen, I think.
I've had the opportunity
something
to
sharpening.
4 or 5 of Kyle's edges. I got a couple of more of his knives here that reviews are coming up on soon, so I can get them shipped back to him. I sharpen my own for the most part. However, I'm horrible about scarring up the plunge grind, and I do all the stupid shit you're not supposed to do, and I can get a working edge on my knife, and sometimes I think I do a really good job, and then I get one.
That's when you're high, though.
Yeah, then I get one of Kyle's in and check it, and I'm like, man, I suck, you know.
My thing is with Kyle's shit, how do you get so polished and still so toothy?
I don't know.
I mean, that baffles the fucking mind, dude.
Yeah, I don't get it. Like I said, I keep my knives sharp enough to use, but I'm not getting the edges that Kyle's getting. So we got, you know, Kyle doing a great job sharpening. I can't speak on it personally because I haven't had his knife sharpened by Lacey yet, or Idiocy and Lace. But from, you know, what Kyle tells me, she's the shit. You know, she's good, and you know, you're not having to wait months on these guys' books to open. They're ready. They're ready to do business right now. So, you know, if you got something you want a professional, truly sharp edge on, next level sharp, hit my boy Kyle up. So,
hell, not only is he ready, willing, and able, he's standing there with his hand in his pants, waiting for you to send that knife.
Well, I mean, he does everything with his hands in his pants. That's just normal Kyle bullshit there. But, yeah. If you get your knife back and it smells a little ballsy, just hit it with some Lysol. You're gonna be fine.
Ballsy move, Kyle. Ballsy move.
Right. Well, I tell you what, man, I'm really enjoying this. You know, it seems like it's turned into about a once a month thing. I ride up to Huntsville, get to spend a little time with Brother Panic and Brother Javon. It's good for my soul, man. I love them dudes. And, you know, me and John like to go drink a $7-8 beer every now and then.
Eat an overpriced burger or two.
Yeah.
I
will say this, dude. I enjoyed the atmosphere. I enjoyed the place today, but that burger ain't even close to Jack Brown's.
No,
It
which
wasn't
and
even-
then they're Straight Dale's not a burger joint. They're
Yeah.
a brewery that serves pub
They
food.
did
I mean,
something
their
I learned
food
a
is
few years
good,
ago. If
but
they
Jack
bring their
Brown's is
burger out on that big artisan
yeah,
brioche bun, what that tells you is they can't get fresh buns.
yeah,
That's the only reason for using brioche is because it's already kind of chewy and hard.
yeah.
I like a soft, steamy bun. Patina,
It's it,
do with
it
that what you will.
it's almost like a softer bagel is what
Yeah.
it is to me.
Yeah,
It's good.
it's a bit too bready to me. Yeah. Oh, what happened? What happened to Jerbs?
I don't know what did happen to Jervs.
I don't know, Patina. I'm not going to assume anything this time like I did with Patina.
What, that he's a girl? Oh wait, he's a dude.
No, about the Rosie.
Oh, he did win a Rosie though. That was sweet.
Oh
I'm
man,
happy for him.
Jerbs, I'm sorry, dude.
Whoa, what?
He lost his uncle to pancreatic cancer.
Oh damn, I'm sorry, Jerbster.
Pancreatic cancer is damn near 100% a death sentence.
Yeah,
You know,
and
there's a lot of
painful
cancers
too.
you can recover from, but pancreatic very rare. I don't know that there is that you can survive it. I don't think there's anything they can do for it. Yeah, sorry to hear that, buddy.
Yeah. Hashtag be up, brother.
Yeah. I feel bad. I'm missing a lot of.
You ain't even said hey to people. Like we've been going for 36 minutes and ain't.
I'm sorry, guys. I know we get off the rails and shoot the shit. And I really wanted to get that out of the way before I forgot. So yeah. So hey, Gone Rye, Crispy Critter, Beard of Doom, man. It's awesome to have Beard of Doom in here. Pretty Fly, I Love Knives, Josh Branson, Constantine, all of you guys, man. It means the world to me that you
Johnny
guys
Queso, Revolving Blades, Oreo. Oh, the Oreo.
Brandon
Love that
Sutton.
dude's names.
Yeah. I know we're missing Jeffrey Dawson, Bama Ninja. Yeah. Revolving Blades. Yeah, all the cool kids are in here.
Twang Thang, El Cap.
Yeah.
Everybody's here. I guess we got to mention Kyle because he's got pretty titties.
And Patina.
Patina. Ooh, Patina. He's dreamy. That man's dreamy.
I might have a little bit of a man crush on Patina Turner. I ain't gonna lie. I don't even know what he looks like.
I don't either, but dude, his photos.
Yeah.
His photos make my damn britches shrink a little bit.
He's got a sultry voice too. And these guys can put up with me calling them while I'm stoned out of my mind. Quick story, guys. You guys know I like to partake.
It's never a quick story. It is literally never a quick story.
Right, it's not. You guys know that I like to partake before I turn on said faction on Friday night. So if you want to catch me high, that's usually the time to do it. And I don't even remember why. I don't remember the subject matter, nothing. But I called Kyle during the live. And I'm pretty sure he said that all he said was, "What the fuck?" And I started laughing and couldn't stop. And then I get to talking to him. Dude, I talked for a solid 3 or 4 minutes before I realized that the phone call had disconnected. He wasn't even on there. Well, then I was upset. I didn't get upset. I got even more tickled because I thought that I was just so high that he just said, "Fuck it," and hung up on me. But apparently I hung up on him. But that's hilarious. I mean, I was just fucking blabbing. And he wasn't even on the phone. It was hilarious.
But hey, Patina's right. He said he is a fucking man dime. Yeah. He is a man dime.
Yeah.
Knock you up too. Hey, watch it, Cletus. Damn, Shane break out the baby oil. You're in trouble then.
Yeah, double fisted.
And it'll make that noise.
Yes, it does. When you squeeze Johnson's and Johnson with both hands, it goes.
Yeah, yes, sir.
Yeah. I'll never forget that sound.
I know you won't. She won't either. She's scarred for life.
Yeah.
Speaking of scarred for life, man, I had an odd experience. I don't think I even told you about this today, but I had an odd experience at work last night. There was an event. There's a social group in town. Apparently, they do charity stuff. They're called the Cotton Candies, and their thing is pink. Like it's just a bunch of people, dudes, women, whatever. Their thing is they wear pink. So they had a party in our big connector room on the first floor last night. So I mean, pink as far as the eye could see, dude. And our main hallway on like going to the bathroom, it's a football field, like it's long as hell. And when I first like I'm going to pee because I was hanging out with some friends of mine last night while like after I locked up at work, and we were sitting around drinking and stuff, and I was like, I gotta go pee. So I hit the hallway, and the first sign is this little arrow shaped chalkboard sign, and in pink chalk it says restrooms this way. Like, don't think nothing of it. That's cool. It's normal. Get about halfway down the hall, and there's another sign, arrow shaped chalkboard, pink chalk, and it says almost there. Keep going. And I'm like, dude, that's so encouraging, man. Like that's really cheering these people on. Like you're almost there, champ. You can do it. And then I look up, and there's this pink clad woman in front of me, and she's weaving back and forth, and she'll stop, take a little break, lean against the wall, and I'm like, okay, I get the encouragement now.
Yeah.
Because apparently everybody in the party was schnockered. I don't know if it was cash bar, open bar, but they were like the aftermath was ridiculous. They were fucked up. I get in the damn bathroom, and normally if I walk in the men's bathroom and there's a pair of pink Chuck Taylors sticking out under the stall, I'd probably question it. But with the current situation, I didn't because there's pink every dang where. So I just go in the next stall, I'm peeing, and about halfway through my stream, I hear this knock, knock, knock on the next stall, and a dude's voice saying, "Did you lock the door, pretty lady?" And then I hear, "Uh-huh." And then I hear, "Well, you can unlock it now, pretty lady." Uh-huh. And then he knocks again. Okay, go ahead and unlock it, pretty lady. Well, what it was a drunk chick in the stall in the men's bathroom that had locked herself in the stall, couldn't figure out how to get out, and her boyfriend was outside trying to help her get out. So I leave the restroom and I'm like bawling, dude. I'm laughing so hard. People outside are looking at me like I'm a straight up retard because I'm laughing so damn hard walking out of the bathroom. I get to the end of the hall.
Can't
I
use
go
the
do.
R word, John.
Oh, well, that was
Okay.
stupid. I
Yeah.
was stupid. Anyway, I go in, I'm doing some stuff because they're shutting the party down. I come back and they're finally, like 10 minutes later, they're finally coming out the bathroom. The dude, and it's an odd situation because they're moving so slow. But what it is, the guy's walking straight towards me like normal, but he's taking a step every like 2 seconds. She's so shit faced that she is like turned 90 degrees facing his, like holding on to his arm, sidestepping down the damn hall just to get down the hall. Like it was a great night.
I'm gonna have to come up for one of those.
Yeah, you got it. Yeah, it's
John and
good
I
fun.
realized today that Huntsville is full of artists.
Yes, you probably do some art. Is I'm betting.
I
I
hadn't
bet
laughed
you.
that hard in a long time, John. That was a lot. That was a good. That was a good time.
Yeah.
Yeah. Matter of fact, keep on. You just keep on stoking that fire, buddy. You know, and, yeah. When me and Eli eventually throw hands, you're gonna feel bad about it.
Oh
I ain't
Lord,
scared. I ain't scared of that 9-year
dude, he
old.
will throw you on the ground.
Yeah. That is so
Sorry
much
about
fun.
that, Oreo. Didn't mean nothing by it.
Yeah. That has been so much fun. Uh, this little feud I got going with this 9-year old. I did think he was 7, but I guess that's because he's a tiny little, almost like a little girl. So
Whoa, I think you went a little too far there. Now.
I'm just saying he looks a little frail to me. That's all I'm getting at. I'm pretty sure I
Oh,
can take him.
damn, you went with frail, did you?
Yeah.
Have you seen his daddy?
Yeah, his daddy's a big guy.
And I mean, you're a big guy, so
Yeah.
for you to say that,
I had to stop on the way home today after I left y'all's place, John. My daughter called, was on the way home from the emergency room with my grandson. He'd been climbing a tree and fell. He didn't fall all the way out of the tree. It wasn't anything serious, but he had cut his ass cheek open. I'll send you a picture later. You can actually see, he cut it deep enough you can see the thin layer of fat. You can see the yellow
wait,
fat
did you say he
layer.
cut his ass cheek?
Yeah.
On what?
They don't know. He don't even know. He was climbing the tree and like,
How do you not
fell
know what you
partially.
cut your ass on?
He don't know. He just came. He come walking in the house and said, "I think I cut my butt." And Mama looked, and he had this huge gash, like it was through the skin, through the fat layer, and it even cut the meat. Like I mean, it looked like a roast. Somebody run a sharp knife across. The doctor said he couldn't believe that it was a stick because it was such a clean cut. But they had to staple his butt back together, kind of like Maddie has to have done once a week, and go get his
Well, that's for a
butt
different
stapled
reason,
shut.
though.
Yeah. I want to bring something else.
Maddie's is voluntary.
Bearded Doom usually goes to bed a little early, and I don't know if he's left already, but I want to reiterate on something I brought up here recently. Guys, we all have to pick what content we watch because there's so much now. We can't watch everybody's. And the people who are making these videos understand that. We know you guys aren't going to watch every one of our videos. But one channel that I've gotten to where I can't stand the thoughts of missing a video is Bearded Doom. And I want to tell you why. Not only does he have a great voice,
it's soothing.
The guy could be doing voiceovers in Hollywood, in my opinion. But Bearded Doom has something that I think a lot of us have lost, and that's that childlike enthusiasm.
Yes.
He opens these outlandish ass knives that none of us would ever carry. Who knows if they even cut? Who even cares if they heat treated to steel? It doesn't matter. They're so cool, and they take you to this place that you used to go all the time when you were a kid, full of fantasy and wonderment. So
your uncle's bedroom.
I want to thank you for that, man. I miss being able to enjoy things like that, like I used to, and I'm getting some of that back through watching you. So thank you very much for that, man.
100%. I just want to know what the guy has against bananas.
I don't know. He hates them. Vince loves them. I don't know.
He will fuck a banana up, but he eats them, so he likes the flavor and the texture and consistency. I don't. Maybe a banana picked on him in high school or something. I
don't even know where is Bearded Doom on subs. I know we already picked where I'm doing mine, but we definitely keep him in mind if he's not over 1,000 yet. Are you getting close to 1,000, Bearded Doom? Last time I looked, you're around 800.
Oh, I assumed he was over 1,000. I don't even look at that thing. Yeah.
Maddie kind of has some of that too. You know, like with his Gary knife. You know, it's
No, Maddie's just stupid though.
Yeah, and he's an asshole in real life. So you just don't people know it, but
no.
Yeah, but I enjoy the fact that I did run across a knife though. Kyle Coonley loaned me to do a review on, and it's one of Maddie's favorites, and I hate it. I absolutely hate it, man. It's the that artisan.
The Ahab.
Yeah. The way they
Ahab killed the whale.
The way they handle it's a lot like. Well, it's not like that, Bradford. But for my hands, it feels like if I tried to poke anything with it, I'm going to slide up on the blade. It's like there's nothing.
Do you poke a lot of things with your knives?
Huh?
Do you poke a lot of things with your knives?
No, but it always almost feels like gravity's just pulling me towards the cutting
still a
edge.
Concern if just in case.
Yeah.
I get it. Actually, I'm oddly attracted to that knife. I think it's got a cool look. I'd like to check it out. And I'm telling you, you get a damn Guardian 3.5, it's a game changer. It's totally different from that 3.
Bearded Doom, welcome to YouTube, buddy. We're all in that boat. Getting people to subs one thing, getting them to spend time watching the videos is completely different. And there's no doubt in my mind that is the community's fault, guys. We've talked about this time and time again. It costs you absolutely nothing when you go to bed at night to turn your TV on, put it on YouTube, or turn your tablet on, whatever. Go to Bearded Doom. Go to whoever's channel you want to pick that night.
I mean, your shit'll keep playing Pornhub videos when you fall asleep watching porn. So
I can't go to sleep watching Pornhub now.
Well, might as well.
But
if there's peanut butter involved, can you?
Click play all and just let that shit play while you sleep and get these guys' watch times up, man. Yeah. Yes, dude, I don't have any issue at all with the Ahab as far as the quality of it. It just, I don't know, man. I don't feel secure with it. It just feels like my hand's going to slide up onto the blade. Yeah. You are right there, Mass Faction Lives. This is how to get watch hours. I mean, you think about it. If I keep 60 people in here throughout this whole thing, that's 60 hours, man. That's a bunch of 10-minute videos. Hoping people will watch it. You're 100% right there. Lives gets your watch hours up, but from what I've been told, down the road, once you start making money, advertisers don't like to advertise on lives as much, so there's less ad. That's just what I was told. Of course, that was by a guy with 250,000 subs. He said that ad revenue is a lot lower on lives than it is on just regular videos. So,
Oh, right on, Todd Carr. Todd Carr said he thinks someone is making larger handles for the Guardian knives, 3 and 3.5,
yeah.
longer ones that extend past the tang. But with the 3, I get that, like it needs it because it's a little cramped. But the 3.5 just me personally, it fits perfectly.
Lacey, if you just got here, I just announced the knives that are going to be given away from your comment section when you do the 1K giveaway video. I ain't gonna go through them all again, but I will take pictures of them and let you know what's going to be given away through your channel. I'm hoping within the next 3 to 4 days, you and G-Ball and O-Tip can get videos up so people can go there and like the video and just type in Edgy, EDGY, all caps, and see if we can get some traffic towards y'all's channels through that giveaway.
What's up, Lacey, you shithead? Good to see you. Kyle Coonley says that his Ahab is not stock. Damn it.
Well, I just meant that the scales are the slick wood that they come with, and it just I don't know. Like I said, man, not everything's made for everybody. I want to talk about that too. Did you?
He's being a Karen G right now, is what it is. So
yeah. Do you guys watch Ray on Tuesday mornings? Because I rarely get the chance to.
I have lately. I've been like waking up early, and he'll be on.
I did this past week, and he said something uncharacteristic of Ray. He actually said something that really hit home with me. He was showing a Nuck or some little pry bar or something. I don't remember. He was showing some items and having us guess the price and then telling us what it actually cost. And it was at least double of what any of us thought it would be. And me being my normal sarcastic self, I was kind of poking fun at the fact that something like that would cost $150. And you could tell Ray's mood. He didn't get mad, but his mood changed, and he stopped for a moment and took a minute to explain to us that, guys, you have to remember, this may not be made for you. There are guys out there that cost thousands of dollars, and we want to laugh and scoff at that, but it wasn't made for us. So there's no reason for me to be upset about the price of that pocket jump, whatever it was, because it wasn't made for me. It'll still sell out because people buy that stuff. So that's a very, very important thing to keep in mind when, even the Benchmade narrows. We're all complaining about the price, but maybe that knife just wasn't made. Maybe it was just made for diehard Benchmade collectors. So be it.
Yeah. And it's kind of like, the Shaman's not made for people that buy CRKTs at Walmart.
Right.
And that's all they ever have. It's just,
think about
it's all in what you're into.
How hard a time have you had converting your buddies to quality knives?
Yeah.
Your non-knife community buddies.
And think about it, when you first got into it, a damn $250 knife was like insane to me anyway. I'm looking to pay, 30, 40, 50 bucks. $250. I'm like, that's just absolutely ridiculous. And now to me, it's not like I buy one every day, but when I do, most of the knives I buy are around $250.
Right. Yeah. Kyle, you're right. That's twice this week I've been burned, dude. I got called a cuck, and then Ray give me the old bless your heart, which means that you're stupid in Alabama.
Yeah, it does. All over the South, that means you're stupid.
Yeah. You're in the South, and somebody says, "Oh, bless your heart." What I'm telling you is you're an ignorant fucker.
You are dumb as hell.
Yeah.
And they feel bad for you. They pity you a little bit.
Right. Yeah. Oh.
Oh.
Anytime a Southern lady over 40 years of age addresses you, and the first word out of her mouth is "all." Yeah. You did not
But
make a good impression. I'll put it that way.
but if they're under 40, you might think you got a chance.
Yeah. You always have a chance.
Well,
We talked about that
it
today.
might be a bad chance, but
We
you got
talked
a
about
chance.
that today. There's
50-50 shot.
no gamble in the world that has better odds than with women. It's 50-50. Where else are you going to get 50-50 odds? You know, I learned
Especially
at a very early age that I have zero issue with being told no 50 times in a day because those random yeses. Every now and then you run across one that just smoked enough meth to say yes. So there's that.
Well, they say if you swing at everything, your batting average might go down, but you're going to hit a lot more balls.
Right. Yeah.
And if she calls you hun, that doesn't mean she wants you. Nope, it doesn't. Or baby.
Yeah, hun. Baby can be, baby is completely dependent on the tone of voice that they say.
Yeah, it's the context.
Yeah.
And when it's the old lady at the gas station, she's just being nice.
Yeah. Everybody in Alabama, G-Ball. Just about everybody.
You didn't share with me today, Shane. I didn't know you had that.
I didn't care for it. I tried it. I'm glad too because I have an addictive personality. So I'm glad I wasn't. It just wasn't the thing for me. I just like some gummies that make me stupid and laugh and hang up on Kyle Coonley and then ask him why he hung up on me.
Give yourself some credit. You don't need gummies to make you stupid.
Yeah, you're right. Kyle, you're 100% correct, dude. I told you how I used to do it at the bar. I'd say a hot chick. She started becoming a regular. I'd make sure to walk outside one night when she was leaving and see what kind of car she got in. If she got daddy issues and she's driving a Cavalier, my odds just went up to about 80%. If she climbs in a brand new Lexus, probably ain't gonna waste my time.
You're a misogynistic mofo.
Yeah.
Meth made Shane's years ago.
If you look like me, you have to learn how to play the game, bro.
And bend the rules a little bit.
Yeah. Anytime, Beer to Doom, anytime. I've heard I'm very good at spooning, so
you want to be with Doom. You want to be the little spoon.
Whichever, I don't care.
And just kind of snuggle your head up into his beard.
Yeah, I was in the Navy. It doesn't bother me. Yeah, G-Ball, tell me about these nerd ropes I got coming.
Wait, what's up? Nerd. Oh. I've heard things about those.
We'll find out Friday night. See just how stupid O'Shane can get.
Yeah, I've heard they are potent, to say the least.
Look at this.
It does, 100%. Which, hey, that's actually pretty good because last night we were doing and when we had an open studio night last night, and they set up little tables with refreshments and shit on them, and one of the guys that was running one of the galleries was bringing up a big bag of this is a dad joke from hell. He's bringing a big Ziploc bag of forks up to put on the table, and I said, "Damn, dude, looks like you got all the forks to give."
Yeah, that's pretty dad joke, John.
It is. It's pretty bad. I don't give a fuck.
No shame.
No shame in my game.
Yeah. Said Stevie's in here. That means we're all in the right place. We're hanging out with the cool kids.
Oh, he's got a snuggly beard too, man. Tell you that right now. G-Ball said, "Let whatever you eat settle for an hour before you try more." So little
I learned that the hard
warning
way.
label.
Yeah, the first time I tried edibles, I was like, man, listen, I literally ate. Now, keep in mind, I hadn't consumed any THC in probably 10 years. And the time before that was another 10 years. And the guy gave me some Skittles. And I was at work, and I was in pretty bad pain, and I didn't have any pain medicine, so I thought, well, I'll try one just to see if it, because that was the pretense that it was given to me. I was didn't help with my pain. So I ate one Skittle. Like an hour and a half later, I'm thinking, man, that thing didn't do nothing. I don't feel anything at all. And then I stopped at a red light. Like right after I thought that, I stopped at a red light and I looked up and I was like, why is the windshield moving? And then it hit me all at once. You need to get your ass off the road. You do not need to be driving off one little Skittle. But
Skittles don't do that to me. I don't get that.
It was
it the wild berry or the
THC?
Oh, so
yeah.
that's the problem.
Because I asked the guy, I was like, how many do you eat? He's like, oh, I eat like 5 at a time. And I thought, well, one, I should be fine. I'll just see if it helps with this nerve pain.
Well, I tell you, my friend John Cunningham in high school, he was going down I-75 through Atlanta one night and got pulled over. He was stoned as hell. And when the cop pulled him up, he rolled his window down. He was all nervous. He said, I'm sorry, officer, was I speeding? What was I doing wrong? And he said the officer looked at him. He said, boy, are you high right now? He said, no, sir, why? You were going 19 miles an hour down I-75. I mean, it was the middle of the night, but still.
Yeah, me and a buddy of mine, when we was in high school, spent about 2 hours one night waiting on a train. And I don't mean waiting on it to pass. We stopped at the train tracks to make sure it was clear. Next thing we know, we'd been there for 2 hours laughing, cutting up.
You were waiting on it like you were waiting on the bus, huh?
We were waiting on one to show up. But sure to God, the train's gonna come by eventually.
It'll be here any minute, I swear, man.
Yeah.
Send chicken and waffles to Edgy American, care of Alabama. Tell them just ask for Shane. Everybody knows Shane.
You send them to Etowah County and tell them they're for Big Shane. I promise you, they'll find their way here. My wife absolutely hates going to anywhere, a social event, any type of public gathering, because she just has to stand there for hours because everybody in the county knows me, so they come up and speak to me.
Well, I'll tell you, I live an hour and a half away from old Shane, and people at work know who he is, and they ain't never met him. He's a legend everywhere.
Yeah, I've been around here a long time.
I think it's the neck roll.
Yeah.
That's what gets you the notoriety.
That's funny you say that. That popped up on my memories on Facebook today.
Your neck roll did?
The neck roll championship. The pictures popped up on my Facebook memories today. Yeah. And that was from, it said 9 years ago. Never mind. I can't remember. It said it was from 9 years ago, but I think it was longer. I'm not positive.
That's what she said.
Yeah. You rode your mini bike to Orlando yesterday?
From how far away are you from Orlando? You talking about like the little rail bike you crank with the damn pull string and?
That's funny.
Oh, so thanks to Timbo, because he gave me a little fidget coin months ago when we went to St. Nick's that time. Like which is only my second one, but I'm freaking hooked on these fidgets. Got a damn little donut, and
I badmouth fidget, but I would probably fidget with something like that. I don't have any interest in fidgeting with my knife.
Well, yeah, I can see that. And it's satisfying as hell, dude.
I just think they need to be separate things.
I don't know. I mean, some knives I carry, they're not fidgety. I just like the knife, but some, like the F5 point, this one is it's got such satisfying action. Like it's so smooth.
Well, I've probably opened and shut this more today than I have since I've owned it.
Well, that's because I did a little work on it. So
you did. You nailed it too, man. This thing is so good. Yeah, and I've never mentioned the word action when talking about a Mannix because I didn't care. They weren't great to begin with, but man, that's the best. That's one of the best gifts I've ever received. And then the other one I bought just the spring for. That is an absolute game changer.
Yeah, I was surprised.
I think that's a bigger upgrade than the CME. To be honest, I like the CME. Don't get me wrong, but I think that's an even bigger upgrade than the CME.
Yeah, and I'm not even left-handed, and I dig the CME on this shaman. I wouldn't take it off even if I could.
I'm sure you guys notice that nearly every time you see me messing with a knife, it's with my left hand, but it's because my right's is in worse shape.
In its pants.
I mean, John, talking about today, you look at my hands. There's absolutely nothing wrong with them, but it's mostly my thumb. It don't, like when I try to flick a thumb stud, even when I get that pressure behind it, it just, I don't know, it don't do what my brain's telling it to do. But my left is a little bit better.
So it's not like an overall, like the whole. There's different, I guess, extremeness of pain in different portions of your hand.
The pain's the same in both hands. It's just the loss of dexterity is more.
Oh, okay. I gotcha.
Yeah. The pain is equal. What's so aggravating about it is that it's not always the same pain. Like today, it felt like I had third-degree burns on my hands. Like I just, I told John, I felt like I just picked up one of those glass Pyrex dishes out of the oven and burnt myself. Now tomorrow, it may feel like somebody's dragging a steak knife across my fingers and the palm. You never know; it changes up. But there is no pain. It's just those nerves are misfiring, telling my brain that there is. It's really hard to overcome.
Yeah, that's a hell of a thing, man.
Yeah. Main thing, if it's from anything, it may be from too much sex by myself. I don't know about going blind, but I've always been very open about what it's about. It's about being fat.
He might be talking about sister sex.
I was 380 pounds for a long time, and I'm telling you right now, man, if you could live a week with the pain that I experience, I fully believe people would get their blood sugar under control. And because I was like everybody else, I just thought, it's just a pill. I'll take the pill. I'll be fine. I had no idea how much pain was involved. And apparently not everybody gets it, but some people get it really bad. The pharmacy here in town tell you I'm the only patient they've ever seen prescribed Percocets for neuropathy. Most people can take gabapentin and it goes away. But
well, I'll tell you from not my personal experience because I'm not diabetic, but diabetes ain't nothing to fuck with. Yeah. Because my ex, Marley's mom, her stepdad was diabetic. He literally he found out he was diabetic, which in I guess the medical world's defense, he didn't do what he should have done. He'd eat a damn dozen donuts and then bang some insulin to level out or whatever. But within 6 months of him finding out that he was diabetic, he was legally blind in both eyes and had lost both his legs.
Yeah, and that's the thing about it is that, Kyle, that's funny that you asked that because when my doctor and I were talking about the pain, I told him at one point in time that if I knew cutting them off would make it go away, I would. But I was scared to death that because it's a nerve issue, I would have that phantom pain even without them. But yeah, but that fact was when it was just in my toes, and I thought, well, if I could just have them cut my toes off to relieve this, I would. And the doctor agreed. He said, you'd probably still feel it because there's nothing wrong with your toes. It's just a, misfiring nerves telling your brain there is something wrong. But I don't want to get all sad and talking about shit like that.
No, we don't. But I didn't know that, Mikey Mo.
I'll just say this. If you're overweight, lose some weight and quit eating sugar. Sugar is the fucking devil. Sugar will speed you to your death. I promise you.
Yeah, I think you described it basically grains of sand going through your damn blood vessels and shit.
Yeah, it didn't make any sense to me. The doctor just described it that way. It's just like pouring sand into your vessels. That sand's traveling through there, scratching away at your nerves, making them raw. And not only that, but it's also tearing away at your organs. You know, that's why so many diabetics have organ failure, because that sugar just scratches at it and scratches at it until it can no longer do its job. Yeah. So that's my PSA for the night.
This has been the medical segment of this
Yeah. Stop
live
eating
stream.
sugar.
Put
That's it.
the donuts down.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, but and Kyle too, being without hands would probably kind of suck.
For
Not,
you, because
the,
you
the
can't get a
knife,
girlfriend.
the knife hobby wouldn't be the same, that's for sure.
Oh, I went another direction with that. Hey, have you checked out any of the Big Brown Bear, whatever's 15V from Spyderco?
I haven't. I'm hoping I can wait for Lacey to get out of her honeymoon phase with it and maybe loan me one for a review, but I ain't even asked yet. Everybody's still pretty in love with it, so
I mean, you kind of just asked. You kind of put her on the spot right here live. So,
I kind of did, yeah.
so Lacey,
I
not
may
to
have
no
planned that.
pressure or nothing, but Shane would love to borrow some of that 15V.
Yeah, I would like to check it out. I'm not as excited about the 15V Shaman and PM2 as I was the Mannix, though. To be honest with you, I think it would be great on the Shaman just because it is Spyderco's, more hard use model. I think it probably
Yeah,
the Shaman even better. But yeah, if I got one, I would really want it on the either a Mannix or a Mule. I wouldn't mind having it on a Mule. Did you guys see Pete's video today where he tested that MagnaCut Spyderco Mule?
I didn't.
It
Pete,
literally
you
outcut
talking about
every
Cedric and Ada, Pete?
it
Uh-uh.
outcut every still he's ever tested.
Oh wow.
1,550 cuts on the rope, and it was still sharp. It was just one spot would barely snag the paper. But it also had his buddy that lives in Australia had his wacky edge on it, where it's 250 grit on one side, 6,000 grit on the other. The home slice channel
Yeah.
got that dual grit. I did that on a knife of mine, and it was sharp. Unfortunately, I just didn't run across enough uses for it to actually find out, but it was sharp. But because I think he said he had tested some MagnaCut and it wasn't that high. But because when he tested M4 on Spyderco Police, I want to say it was. Anyway, he had a big Spyderco M4 that he tested, and then he tested it with Home Slice's dual grit uh, edge on it, and it outperformed his edge by, I don't know, like 400 cuts. So there is something to that. I don't know. It's very technical on how you have to do it. I'm not interested, or I'm not interested in doing it myself.
Right. Well, I'm
Yeah,
gonna
the
leave
only
it with
thing
you
that
for
outcut
about
it so
2 minutes.
far
I
was
gotta pee.
the only thing that outcut that MagnaCut with that edge on it so far wasn't even a steel. It was a high-end ceramic knife, and it didn't outcut it by much. So I'm still really curious to see. You guys let me know in the comments what you think. If everybody started making every knife in MagnaCut at 64 HRC, um, would we really need anything else? I mean, if it's that tough, holds that good an edge, and that corrosion resistant, is it? Do you feel like it may end up making all the other steels kind of obsolete as far as pocket knives go anyway? You know, I mean, the only steel right now that I would pick over good heat treated MagnaCut is S90V, because it still outcuts it by a little bit, but it's not quite as tough. So I don't know. It's interesting to see if MagnaCut just takes over, and that's all there is in the high end steel world. G-Ball, I would too, but have you questioned why? I mean, I feel like you're a little bit like me. You like to collect steels, even if because most of the knives I own in high end steels, I don't need it. I can do just fine with 154. So that's my question: is why would we need more than just MagnaCut? you know. Well, you may be right, man, but I know, like, Brian's saying that it's harder to break at 64 than it is at 61. That's supposed to be what sets Magna Cut apart. It's actually tougher at higher HR. He says it's not the only steel. He said there were others that people don't talk about. Yeah.
Oh, sorry, I was doing a little something for Kyle. What were we talking about? What I miss?
I was just talking about um, if Magna Cut became the only high end steel, would we be okay with that? And if not, why would we want other steels? Like G-Ball said, he'd still want L-Max, he'd still want some S90V. All that makes sense, but my question is why? Why would you still want them? Other than the fact that we're just steel nerds and we like saying
I
we've got
mean,
a
that's honestly it, because any steel that is worth a damn is perfectly good for a knife, for the only knife you own for the rest of your life.
right.
It's just the different aspects, some are, and it's a weird variables, man. Like some are more corrosion resistant, some are a little bit tougher, have more edge retention. Like it's just, I don't know, it's finding the one that kind of jives with you, I guess. And
Yeah.
me, I'm not a big steel nerd. I mean, I have the ones I like. I like L-Max, I like M4, M390.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right. So it's, the corrosion resistance is supposed to be through the roof. Now, I don't know exactly how tough Magna Cut is. I don't know if anybody's seen what it takes to break it yet, but yeah, I just wonder if some of these other ones are going to fall by the wayside. And it is strange to me too how when it first came out, and everybody was running it like 61, and we all bitched about it. How quickly people got on board with bumping it up to 63 to 64, which is great. But why didn't they do that with M390 then? Is Magna Cut just that much easier to hit the proper HRC? I mean, because we've been bitching about M390 and 20CV for years, and nobody listened. They just left it where it was at.
Well, I mean, and
Really, the
sometimes when
only
you,
M390 or 20CV I've ever had or seen tested that truly performed like a super steel was Spyderco.
yeah,
I'm sure there's others. That's the only one that I know for a fact about. It just seems odd that with Magna Cut, they were all willing, okay, well, if that's what you want, that's what we'll do. I mean, fuck, even stubborn ass Greg Medford bumped it up.
well, I mean, it might be trickier to get the M390 and
That's the only thing I
20
can figure.
CV there,
Yeah, that's the only thing I can figure. And apparently it can be done on large scale because, Peters is doing huge batches of it at a time and guaranteeing 63 to 64. And
Right.
nearly every one I've heard of tested has been in the high 63s. So, yeah. And you're right, Rex 45 is scary. I think a lot of people say Rex 45 and M4 are nearly the same. And that may be true, but I feel like Rex 45 still, I feel like it's slightly more aggressive than M4.
Yeah, that I didn't realize until I looked at it that Bradford you had was Rex
Yeah.
45.
Yeah. The first Rex 45 I ever experienced was on JN's Native Chief, which is strange because Spyderco doesn't typically do a great job on super hard steels as far as their factory edge. Typically anyone I get, I have to at least touch it up. That knife was insane, scary sharp out of the box. Yeah, that's what got me to wanting some Rex 45.
Hell yeah. I like the fact that it'll I don't really give a shit about corrosion resistance because I'll take care of them. I like the ones that'll patina a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah. Lacey said the same thing. She said it does keep a more aggressive edge. I don't know how it would work polished, but I just know it's one of those edges that as soon as just the very edge of your fingerprint touches it, you can feel it flake it off. It just like it's reaching out, biting it, just chewing it off.
Which that M4 Shaman, dude, it's still like that. I have not sharpened it yet. I'll strop it
Did you tell
every
me you
once in a
found a
while.
chip in that?
Huh?
Did you tell me you found a chip in it?
No, there's no chip in it.
Okay. Only reason I was wondering, there was every time I sharpened it, there's a spot about a third of the way up the belly that would snag paper. Oh yeah, you said you just found a burr on it.
Yeah, there's a
I
little
guess
burr,
I
and I
just never
stropped it
deburred
out.
it correctly.
Yeah.
But everywhere else would cut clean and smooth, regardless of what grid I took it to. But it was always that same spot. If I went nice and slow, you could feel it catch a little bit. And I'd go back and strop. I'd strop it till I fucking dulled it and have to redo it. But it was always in that same spot. I always had that. But I had the same issue on my original Mannix XL in the same spot.
Really?
About a third of the way, not quite half, about a third of the way up the belly.
Maybe it's operator error.
I think so. Maybe it's just the way that I strop. I'm not properly hitting that spot.
No, this thing's screaming sharp. It'll kill some cardboard.
Yeah.
And like I said, I ain't done nothing but stropped it since. And I bought it from you, what, 2-3 months ago?
Yeah, 2 or 3 months.
So yeah, they did good on this one.
That was the first knife that I was ever really proud to get my hands on, and still be really appreciative of what it was later down the line. Like, there's been a lot of knives that I was super proud to get, so I could brag about having it.
Right.
The love affair kind of fell off, and I still can't explain what happened with the Shaman. I still think it's one of the greatest knives ever made. It just, for some reason, couldn't beat the Mannix out for pocket time.
I think it's between those two. It's ergos.
It's got to be.
I mean, the Shaman's ergonomic, but that Mannix, just the way the angle of the blade to the handle and the way it just falls into your hand, it's got to be that.
Yeah. Christopher, you're 100% right, buddy. There's probably been more deer broke down with 1095 than there has all the other stills combined. I heard Greg Medford talking about that. You guys are worried about stills and HRCs, and he said, we can make these knives out of 1095, and they do the exact same job. They do just fine.
Michael Upchurch says he can't wait for M1 or S1 million steel to come out.
Yeah, and we'll all run out and buy it.
You damn right we will.
It's a marketing thing, just like anything else. I'm sure right now, I would be willing to bet you that Spyderco has already, been researching 20V.
Oh, yeah.
Because Larry talked about that. The idea behind 15V has been out there for decades. They just decided to stop at 10 at one point in time. And now that, all these steel nerds are getting into knives, they're slowly releasing all this stuff that they've been sitting on for years. Yeah. It's crazy what hype and the opportunity to make $1 will do, because that was the deciding factor for me when I was trying to figure out if I wanted to eat ramen noodles and own a 15V Mannix. I got to think, I was like, man, this 20CV Mannix I've got will cut well over 500 feet of cardboard before it goes dull. And I've literally never cut 500 feet of cardboard. I've never dulled it. Why would I spend the $170 to buy something that's just a little better?
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you what, and it's been mentioned a couple times, of 440. That Ganzo 440 is some good fucking steel, dude. Like 100%.
You're damn right it is.
To me, it's like it.
All day.
Oh yeah.
Damn day.
It's really close. Like, to me, it performs and sharpens like a good 14C. Yeah. Or like a really good VG10. Like,
people act like it's garbage, dude. You look at the edge retention there. It's right there with 154, and of course, then again, so is All-Sate, and everybody's like, every All-Sate I've ever owned, I cut open an envelope and it'd go dull. I never had that experience, dude. I carried an Essia Vispa forever. That thing, it did just as well as any of my other knives because I didn't cut enough with it to really dull it. Oh, he
And
might
those are good knives.
want
The only problem I had with those knives was how sharp the frame lock was disengaging it.
Yeah.
And it's just real thin, kind of cuts into your hand when you're using it. But
Yeah. I got a buddy that's a head machinist at Honda, and he still carries that Avispa every day. About once every 3 months, he'll text me and he'll just 2 words, it's time. So I'll drive by his house and get it and do the chips and of course he's using it in the die shop,
yeah,
just abusing it. But he bought a Spyderco from me, and I asked him this last time. I was like, "Does the Spyderco need sharpened yet?" And he's like, "Shane, I can't lie, man. I ain't cut nothing with that Spyderco." He said, "I bought it because it was pretty, and I wanted to say I own one." He's like, "But I use that Essie all day, every day." So,
what Spyderco was it?
it was my native chief.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's a good knife.
he saw it and fell in
Big.
love with it, and I really didn't want to sell it, but he was the guy I was telling you about that just called me up out of the blue, asked me if I wanted to go to the shooting range that day. You remember that story?
Yeah,
So I couldn't tell him no.
that's a true statement there, Pat. What's up, brother?
What Pat say?
He said he has a broad collection of steel, and truthfully, it's hard to tell the difference in most of them.
Yeah. But you know what? It's something to get us excited about.
Yeah.
That's like when that yellow seat, that stuff that looks like frozen piss that everybody's all crazy about right now. What is that?
I don't know
Those
about
yellow
this.
scales you can kind of see through.
Oh,
Damn.
Yeah. Damn, what's the word? Ultim.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
To me, that's just dumb as hell. But it wasn't made for me. Some people out there are loving it, and that's great. If you like it and you want to spend the $30-$40 and put it on your knife, man, that's what it's all. That's what keeps all this going. Because let's face it, if we weren't buying shit we didn't need, the advancements in the technology would stop.
Yeah.
So we're financing the next big thing.
And I actually want to check out some Ultim because I feel like it's got a different. It's got to have a different feel to it. Like, I don't know. I just feel like there's.
Well, I don't like the fact that on some Spyderco scales, on some Spyderco G10, you can actually see. Now, this isn't a good example. You can see the liners. You know what I mean? Like when you hold up the light, you can see the skeleton inside because you can kind of see. I don't like that.
Yeah.
But with Ultim, they're made to be able to see through, so I like that even less. The only one I did like it on is the Mannix Lightweight and CTS BD1N. That's got the real bright blue but almost translucent scales.
Yeah. Yeah.
But anything else I can see through like that, I don't like it.
Which that's a good ass knife.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's a Mannix. We know how you feel about a Mannix.
Yeah, really. I mean, I could get rid of everything I own and just keep the 2 Mannixes that I had with me today. Would do everything I ever need to do for the rest of my life.
That's a knife guy right there. He's out and about, man on the town with 2 Mannixes.
Yeah, well, that's just because I bring them to you to work on.
Yeah, I'll tell you what though, that the regular Mannix with the I don't remember what the steel was with the
20 CV.
With the burgundy G10. Yeah. It's just a comfortable knife, man.
Yeah.
I can't wait.
I think it was a Knife Joy. Yeah, I think that.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Knife Joy. Yeah, it was a Knife Joy exclusive.
I'm gonna get some more because I've got the brass scales on my Mannix and it's just like the copper, heavy as hell. But I'm gonna get some decently light ones.
Right.
I'm looking forward to carrying that bastard because I don't carry it at all now.
Mannix is pretty easy to get scales for.
Oh yeah.
1 minute after you, actually, I had 2 Mannixes, a Monterey Bay, Bradford. Yeah, that was all I had on me today was 4.
Burlap under a matte Ultim. That sounds pretty sick, dude. I hadn't seen that.
I still haven't checked any of that stuff out, Bettina. I haven't checked out any of that terrain. What is it, Terravantium or whatever?
Oh, the Terrain 365 knives.
Yeah,
I
the
hadn't
knife
either.
was just a little boring to me. It was kind of like some of the tactile stuff. It was just so plain that it didn't get me excited. Um, the steel did, but just the design was so. I say that, and I've got a Monterey Bay O guard. It don't get much more plain
Oh,
Jane.
dude, you know what? I didn't check that out today.
Did
You
you
put
not?
it no, you put it right back in your pocket.
I'm
You
sorry.
son of a bitch. But those terrain 365 or whatever, that one knife they have looks very Bob Terzula y,
Yeah,
and I dig his design, so
yeah.
I would like to check one of those out
In
at
case you
some
guys
point.
didn't know, Super Still Steve or Chef Kalari or whatever it is now, it may be Steve Kalari Custom Knives on Instagram has a
Might be
Magna
Steve's
Cut.
sexy pants. We don't know.
Yeah, he's got a Magna Cut uh, tactile. I think it's the Rockwall up for sale for $200. So if you've been looking for one of those, he's got it on his Instagram. Yeah,
Hey, Patina wants you to pull that thing out.
I don't have it in my pocket, but then I'm not sure.
I don't think he's talking about what's in your pocket, dude.
He's talking about that Monterey Bay. He's seen all that other shit. He ain't interested in that.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I kind of blocked myself in with this chair so I could set all these knives in it. Yeah, I'd already taken it out of my pocket. I also forgot to bring this up, John. I really wanted you to check it out. I know backlocks aren't all that popular.
Oh,
But man,
Patina said that apparently that terrain 365 was a Loveless pattern.
oh, really?
Yeah, that's pimp.
I meant to bring this up today, dude. I've been super impressed. E&G showed this on, I don't know, Pocket Metal, I think it was, and said he wanted to sell it. And I started trying to work a trade with him, and he turned into fucking carrying G on me. Like, I'll think about it. And
He
ghosted.
didn't turn into Karen G. That's his true form. He
Well,
turns into
come to find out, the
ENG.
reason he did that was because he just mailed it to me and gave it to me. But this Spider Coast Stretch and ZDP 189,
Oh shit, that's a good one.
other than the ZDP 189 being super hard, man, this is just a really, really nice knife, man. And I'm sure that's probably pill ply, carbon fiber. I don't care, but I was just expecting kind of light and flexible like a Delica. This is way, way nicer than a Delica, though. And as far as the edge retention goes, I use Lacey's 9 micron diamond emulsion, and dude, it made this thing so aggressively bitey. And yeah, I don't know how long it's going to hold an edge, but I'll just drop it right back.
I need to gush real quick because El Cap Addict said he loves Laconigo designs, which he's one of my favorite designers, hands down. Him and Vox. Um, but he said he wants one of his field trekkers, dude. If you get the chance to get that field trekker, jump on it, get it, own it, love it, because it is a badass knife. It is my hands down favorite EDC fixed blade, like all around.
Yeah, yeah, and after meeting Ray and Sanford at Blade Show, man, those are just incredibly nice dudes, man.
Oh
Very
yeah,
humble and
yes sir, 100%.
okay.
And he'll just sit there and talk to you forever.
Oh, yeah.
You
Well,
can't
there's
shut him
somebody
up.
else that will too. I bet Jason Knight at the Nashville Custom Knife Show.
Uh-huh.
He talked to me for like an hour, man. That dude is he is super cool, man. Very friendly, and yeah, he's a good dude.
Well, there's
Okay,
a
you're
lot
right
of
about
cool people in the knife game.
about that Capara. It's really shocking to me though how fast the Capara fell out of the limelight. I mean, he didn't do anything wrong. It's not like he might have found anything wrong with it. It was like everybody had to have one for like 3 months, and then people just quit talking about it. It is an excellent knife, though. I don't own one, but I'm guilty of it too. When I do go to purchase one, it's on my wish list, but I don't purchase it. I don't know why. But
What's
I
up,
love
Chuck It?
everything
We was
about
just talking about you earlier.
it. Yeah. Oh, crap. Chuck It's here.
Oh yeah, Chuck It's here.
Chuck It, I made a confession earlier, dude. I said those copper scales were mine to bear after all the traveling they did get back to me. And I just think, man, no, dude, I couldn't do it. I tried, and it wasn't the weight. It's the fact that in my pockets, that knife literally turned sideways. And, yeah, I knew we were going to have to disassemble it anyway to put that ball cage kit in. And I ran across a really nice, very affordable set of micarta scales. So I told John today I was just going to hide it and never tell anybody. But y'all know me, I gotta be transparent. So yeah, I did put some micarta on it, and this Mannix upgrade kit that you guys got me. You said you didn't like the action on this knife, dude. That upgrade kit is all the different. You can ask John. I've never been able to do that ever. I had to close these knives with both hands, and I love the design so much I was willing to do it. And now, you're saying I didn't even touch that side. I can literally just one side, and it drops shut.
So Shane is a happy camper.
Yes, I am. Very happy with that. So once again, I need to thank Chuckett and Kyle and Patina and Ian and Devon. I don't know who all. I think Ian G may have been involved. I'm not sure who all was involved in acquiring all that stuff for me, but man, that was really awesome of you guys. And now I've made it into something that I can actually fidget now. Yeah.
Well, Chuckett ain't mad. He said it's your knife and it looks great.
Yeah. So once again, Shane has a set of Mannix XL copper scales. If you want to have that experience, just hit me up.
Dude, you know what? You ought to just send them.
How good it looked with the black hardware y'all got me too.
Yeah, it looks sweet.
Much better with that black hardware.
That should be a thing, dude. Just a little sisterhood of the traveling scales. Just send it around, let people put them on their damn Mannix 2XLs.
Carry it for a week. Yeah.
And then send it on to the next person.
Shane, I'm sorry. I don't know what y'all talking about there, buddy. I can't comment on
that. Twang thing. That's a good comment. I'm the only one in Indiana smoking a premium hand-rolled cigar, drinking Busch Light, and watching Edgy American on YouTube right now. I win. Woohoo.
Well, you could talk about 249,900 more people in Indiana into doing that. Of course, probably not that many people in Indiana. We could pass Neves up.
Dude, there's way more people than that in Indiana. It's a whole state, man.
There may not be that many people in Montana. That's a bigger state. I don't know how many people are in Indiana. Are there any big cities?
There's got to be more than 250,000. There's 2 million people in Atlanta when I was in high school, and that was it's just a city.
What are the big cities in Indiana? Are there any?
That one.
I got a buddy in Evansville, but what I hear, it's not a big city.
Damn, I literally don't know any cities in Indiana right now.
I thought Indiana just had corn.
No, that's freaking Omaha, Nebraska.
I'm pretty sure. Jason Bird, it was great to see you, buddy. I'm sorry if we've ignored you. I just now saw you comment.
What's up, Birdie? He was driving earlier. I saw that. I was going to type in the chat, but he couldn't read it anyway.
Indianapolis. We kind of forgot about that one.
Oh, they got a whole race and shit. The milk and stuff.
And they have Pat McAfee.
Yep.
So that's something right there.
Indy has a lot of seed corn companies. Oh, and Grumpy. Holy shit.
Yeah, Grumpy Grumps from Indiana. I forgot all about that.
And we can't forget Grumpy.
Somebody needs to get Grumpster a damn F5.5.
They did.
With a D2 relay.
I tell you what, dude, meeting Grumpy was cool as shit because he walked by. He's got his hat on. He's everything, man.
He was the one guy at Blade Show that you were not going to mistake.
But the thing
He
is, I
really
did
was.
mistake him because I was like, that looks just like Grumpy Grump, but shorter. Because he's way shorter than I damn expected.
Yeah,
And
all y'all were way shorter than I. I thought you were 6'1" or
dude,
so.
I'm like barely 5'10".
Yeah,
I'm a short bastard. How'd you think I was that damn tall?
I don't know. I just always assumed you
I
were
mean,
around
you
6 foot.
you were the exact height I pictured you at.
Yeah,
You're just a big, tall, gangly, big head bastard.
yeah. You just didn't look like a short feller to me. Of course, 5'10" is not short.
It's, I guess average-ish,
Yeah.
lower end of
To
average.
give you guys an idea of how tiny Cole is, though, um, I knew Cole was built like an 8-year-old, but then once I met him, I still wasn't sure. I was like, "Who is this small child walking around with a
I'm
big head?"
telling you, I literally when he came because he grabbed me from behind. He came up behind me at Blade Show, and I turned around, and my first thought is, whose kid is grabbing me right now?
That dude
With
is so small.
he, he is so 100% pocket size.
Yeah, you damn skippy there. Yeah, seeing me and Cole walk around is like that. What was that concept that they made the big XL and then the little tiny one with
The
the
Goblin?
corded? Was it the
Was it?
corded?
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Cole's tiny. Everybody talks about how tall Stevie is. Stevie ain't really all that tall. He's just right at 6 foot, isn't he?
Yeah. I mean, he's sexy as hell.
Now
But
Maddie was.
Maddie is tall.
Yeah,
Maddie
Maddie
is
taught me.
yeah. He's
Yeah,
a
how big
Sasquatch.
Maddie is. Yeah,
He's just big. Like it's a
yeah,
weird big. He's so fucking big.
yeah.
Like
And it ain't just like he's got a big, just
no,
a
he's not
huge fat
fat.
belly.
He's not tall.
His shoulders are as
I mean,
wide
he
as
is
he
tall,
is
but he's
tall.
big.
Yeah, his shoulders are as wide as he is tall.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think the biggest thing at Blade Show, though, was Beast Blade's ass. I tried to be friendly. I told him, Beast, you should have been a nose tackle. His ass.
Dude, I tell him to his face. I told him when I met him, I was like, "You built like a damn silverback gorilla, dude."
Yeah.
He legit is.
I kid you not. Beast got back, y'all. That boy.
The kids call it cake nowadays. He got cake.
But he got one of the fucking 8 stacks wedding cakes.
But
I'm
damn,
talking about.
52-layer bundt cake.
He got to be a female, though, because his hips are twice as wide as his shoulders. Remember, we all heard that theory. If your hips are wider than your shoulders, you're a female. And yes, there's people who firmly believe that. If your hips are wider than your shoulders.
Hey, we're not going to go down that road again.
I'm just saying.
I mean, there are people that say that.
I'm saying that
they say other crazy shit too in the same breath. But
their being believe that if your hips are wider than your shoulders, it is not possible for you to be a male. That's why Megan Fox is a man.
Damn right. That's a hot man, though.
Megan Fox in Transformers. They ain't never been nothing hotter than Megan Fox in Transformers, dude. Ever. And I'm usually a blonde guy.
Dude, I am too. But I'll tell you what, Megan Fox and what's the Maren Morris, the country singer, dude, 100%.
Yeah. Well, as I've gotten older, I've moved away from blonde so much. Now my number one is Kate Beckinsale.
Is she your sister?
No, but she could be.
I wish she was.
I'd dig my piece of shit up and have him marry her mom. That's what it took. And I know she's thin. I know she ain't got that big, huge Instagram ass and D cups. I don't care. That's my kind right there. She is smoking hot.
Yeah, she
is
a
white latex outfit on Underworld. Jesus.
And that was a good movie. Not because it was a good movie, but because she was in it.
Yeah.
It was a good movie.
I hear that a lot. People talking about it now, still on the internet, talking about the plot wasn't great. It's just a fun movie. It wasn't all that. Dude, I thought Underworld was an excellent film.
I mean, I did too.
I want the movie to have a good time. And that movie's a lot of fun.
Yeah,
every now and then I stumble across, Peanut Butter Falcon. Something that grabs me emotionally. You know, 'cause that just reminds me of it's like if me and Kyle Coonley went on a cross country trip and I had to teach Kyle how to swim. That would be Peanut Butter Falcon.
What the fuck? You got to explain that, dude.
Peanut Butter Falcon's got Shia LaBeouf and this kid with Down syndrome. And Shia LaBeouf's on the run from these shrimp boat guys that he pissed off. So he's on the run, and when he's trying to get away, there's this kid with Down syndrome that escaped from the old folks' home because that's the only place the state had to put him. And he's hiding in Shia LaBeouf's boat. So Shia LaBeouf finds him, and they become best friends. And the kid wants to go to this wrestling school to be a professional wrestler. So the whole movie is Shia LaBeouf making sure this kid gets to go live out his dream before the state gets him back. And he has to teach him how to swim. So they had to cross the river. They didn't have a car. They had to cross the river, and the kid didn't know how to swim. So he taught him how. The best line in any movie ever, the kid looks at him and says, "Am I going to die?" And Shia LaBeouf says, "Of course you are. It's a matter of time." But none of that matters. All that matters is that they have cool stories to tell about you when you do. It's the best thing ever, dude. If you guys haven't watched Peanut Butter Falcon,
I want to see this movie so freaking
it's
bad,
so
but
good, dude.
I mean it.
Let me tell you something. If you watch Peanut Butter Falcon and you don't feel a little bit of something, you need to go to church because you ain't got no soul.
Oh, they need you to do like the promo ad for that movie, man. Everybody would watch it.
Man. And Yellow Wolf's in it.
Well, I mean, yo boy, what's his name?
Yellow.
Wayne.
Yeah, Wayne plays Rat Boy. He's one of the shrimp boat guys that tries to kill Shia LaBeouf.
Damn. Whew.
How many of you guys have seen Peanut Butter Falcon?
Throw your hands up.
I love Diamond.
And would you describe it the same way that Shane just described
Brian
it?
F. says it's a great movie.
I mean, there's no doubt it's a great movie. I totally believe that. But your description of it, man, it was epic. Yeah. I want to see that in print.
It's good, man. I watch it about.
I want to see a remake of Mice and Men featuring Shane. Dude, Of Mice and Men is one of my all-time favorite books and movies. I mean, even the damn Gary Sinise, John Malkovich movie, dude, that's such a good movie. I love that.
The best parts about the movie is every few minutes Shia LaBeouf would turn because he told, I can't remember the kid's name, but he told were rule 1 was don't slow me down. So every few minutes he'd turn around, he'd ask Kyle, that Down syndrome kid, say, "What's rule 1?" And the kid would go, "Party." He's like, "No, rule 1 is don't slow me down."
Yeah, I'm gonna have to check that out.
Yeah, and it's got Jake the Snake Roberts and
Mick
Foley. Yeah, when they get
Mick Foley.
Yeah, when they get in the wrestling school, they're there.
Are you shitting me, dude? Mick Foley's my jam, dude. I love that dude.
Yeah.
Freaking Dude Love.
Yeah, Dude Love was the shit.
M-O-O-N. Get Bearded Doom. M-O-O-N. That spells Shane. Oh, God. That was good.
Brian F., you're 100% right, dude. We may have just become best friends. If you watch that movie and you don't feel something, you're probably a piece of shit. That's 100% true.
I watch shit that makes me feel something.
God, Shane, I got your address.
I watch shit that makes me feel something. I ain't ashamed, dude. I watch some shit. I'll cry like a little bitch. I don't give a fuck. My friend Steph sent me a video today. There's a music video, but like it starts out with this. It's a true life, like old couple that was together for like 50 years. And the wife died, and the dude sets up basically like a shrine in their house to her or whatever, but not like creepy, like it's like sweet and shit. Dude, I was bawling like a little bitch, huh?
Is it the movie Up?
Up? No, the house flies in that movie. This is a couple, and the wife died.
Well, Patina sent me
a video. It's more closer to the Notebook.
Patina sent me a video today of this YouTuber taking Kyle for a ride in his Lamborghini, and this kid with Down syndrome for riding a Lamborghini, and the kid gets all excited and apologizes for getting too excited. And the guy starts to tear up, and I was like, "God damn it, Bettina, don't toy with my emotions like this. I can't watch stuff like this, dude. It just fucking tears me up, man." Yeah.
Oh, she sent me a damn video too of this school where they apparently had a large number of kids that were like disabled, like in wheelchairs and stuff. And so the teacher sets up this fund like for the school to like take donations. They raised $300,000 freaking dollars to make a like wheelchair accessible playground
Good
for
for
these
them.
kids. And one of the kids was like, they were quite, like interviewing him, talking about, well, what do you think about the new playground? And he's just like tearing up, crying, dude. I freaking lost it,
I
man.
can watch it. I'm trying to think of you at the end of Man on Fire when Denzel Washington gets out of that car. Dakota Fanning comes running across that bridge screaming "Creasy."
Yeah.
Waterworks, dude. I'm talking about my shirt was wet. I was crying so hard.
Yeah, I
Screams
lost,
"Creasy," dude. It's like
I
somebody
lost it
just
on the
ripped my heart
Notebook.
right out of my chest.
I'm telling you, the Notebook, like a happy husband and wife love each other forever, best friends thing. That shit'll kill me in a heartbeat, dude.
Yeah.
I'm just done.
See, Pam, I didn't watch the whole movie. I know it's the only like Pixar movie like that I've ever seen that started out that sad, and I didn't finish all of it, so I didn't know that.
Oh,
So was
shit.
Carl the kid or was Carl the old man?
Who said this?
CPM. Not too many people know the kid in Up was not trying to earn his pen. He was trying to earn his wings. Carl was dead the entire time. So this is like some Sixth Sense bullshit.
Dude, Beard of Doom, we right here, brother. I love you, man. Talking about raising you a Mila Jovovich in The Fifth Element. Bada big boom. Dude, that girl, stole my heart in that movie.
Stole Demi Moore's husband too.
Damn right.
You know he slept with Liv Tyler while they were filming
Really?
Armageddon.
I mean, why wouldn't he?
I mean, I agree, but you'd think that it would have hit the tabloids. We would have all heard about that. I had no idea. That was actually she had forgiven him for the Mila Jovovich. It talked her into not leaving him, Demi Moore, and
I mean, because what she couldn't blame him. Why?
He turned around and cheated on her again with Liv Tyler while they were filming Armageddon. Bruce Willis is a hero, dude.
Yeah, he had it. He had it like that.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, I owe the man, dude. Bruce Willis made it cool to fuck ball guys. So, I owe him big time.
Just imagine what would have happened if he had gained a little weight.
Yeah.
Dude, you...
I guess we owe Chris Farley for that.
Oh, damn. Yes, Liv Tyler
Pam,
is gorgeous.
I don't know if that's sad or really sweet, dude. But old couple that lived across the street from me when I was a kid. They were in their 90s. And his wife passed away like 2 days later. I mean, he was perfectly healthy, other than being in his 90s. And I remember everybody in my neighborhood said that he died of a broken heart.
I don't know, that shit about to make me cry now. Damn, that's sad as fuck, dude.
And then Lacey comes in and ruins the entire mood. Good job, Lacey.
Well, thank you, shithead.
Look at this.
Fucking La Femme Nikita up in this bitch.
Oh, shit. Well, next time that thing starts bleeding, just staple it shut. You got the gun right there.
Or I heard pressure like will stop bleeding, so wrap your legs around the tree.
Yeah. I'm going to leave that alone, John. Just going to stop right there. Pretend you're right. Liv Tyler is gorgeous.
I'm going to have to check that out, Twang thing.
I can appreciate a beautiful man as well now. And if you don't think that Brad Pitt in the movie Troy wasn't the most beautiful man of all time during that time with that haircut
and that golden sheen to his skin,
body, dude, he was just beautiful. I I mean, I don't want to touch his butthole or nothing, but he's still
No,
beautiful.
I mean I kind of do a little bit, but
Yeah,
not like I don't think about it every day.
right. Just when the movie
Just,
Troy comes up.
just every once in a while that notion will hit me. I'm like, I'd
You
like to
remember
touch this
you remember
ball.
the really good-looking blonde-headed chick on Troy?
No, because all I can think about is Brad Pitt now.
She's the one that showed her boobs.
Oh yeah, that one. I
Yeah,
got you.
she lives. Her and Norman Reedus live together now.
Really?
Yeah. Do you know
Damn.
Norman Reedus's baby? Forget his name. He named it something really weird. But his son, he had with the chick from the Chris Isaac music video.
The Wicked Game one? Or...
Yeah, the chick in
Really?
the Calvin Klein underwear. Yeah,
Yeah.
she got knocked
Holy,
up by Norman, and that was before he was famous.
that lucky bitch.
Yeah, Norman Reedus has been fucking nailing it down for a long time, dude.
Yeah, I met his Walking Dead counterpart at a convention in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina.
All right.
Merle,
Yeah,
yeah. Which me, I'm
he's a very
stupid, so
versatile actor.
yeah.
That
And
dude's a hell of
so
an actor.
my thing was, I mean, I love his character in Days of Thunder, but my favorite character of his is from Mallrats. And there's the scene where Jason Lee like is dug in his butt, and he's like, "Would you like a chocolate covered pretzel?" So everybody's walking up to him at this convention, like approaching him like he's the Walking
Or,
Dead character. And so, of course, my dumb ass, I'm like, "Would you like a chocolate covered pretzel, dude?" He freaking lost it, went to tears.
yeah, who didn't get a little emotional when Merle died?
Oh yeah, 100%, man.
Daryl broke down.
When
That dude
what?
ugly eyes
But
too.
freaking Glenn,
Yeah,
yeah,
they
that was
ruined The Walking Dead for me,
yeah.
dude. I was a huge Walking Dead fan because I've always loved that. I figured it out too. You know why America is obsessed with zombie movies, right?
No, I don't,
It's the idea of being able to kill humans and not having any guilt or repercussions.
dude. I get that.
Yeah,
I do.
yeah, really,
That
it
that
makes sense.
makes a lot of
Anybody,
sense.
you know, it's this opportunity to kill people and have no guilt or no repercussions. That's why it's such a popular genre.
I
So
kind of
I
want
spent
that
my time
zombie apocalypse to happen
my life
now.
was watching a horror movie. I don't even know what it's called. We rarely ever watch stuff together, but she and of course somebody was chasing somebody with a knife, and it hit me that in these day and times, it really doesn't make a whole lot of sense for a serial killer to run around using a knife. I mean, guns are much more efficient. It's just funny how there's still that stigma, though. That every time they write a movie and the bad guy's going to hack somebody to death with a knife.
Yeah,
When in all actuality, the only people that do that are mad housewives.
right. With a
Well,
kitchen
nearly
knife.
all knife murders are kitchen knives.
Yep. Hey, Cletus, where are your parents from in Georgia? Because I feel like they're from Georgia. I grew up in Georgia. Shane was born in Georgia, though he won't admit it.
I was.
I
I
was
want to
kind of
go
like,
by
you
there and
know,
eat at Norman Reedus's restaurant in that town. Him and Nick Greg Nicotero opened a restaurant in the town where they filmed it. I think it's Nick and Norm's.
that dude's badass. Nicotero,
Yeah.
he is bad freaking ass.
It's weird, dude. I didn't realize how connected all these people were. But if you remember one of my favorite horror movies, dude, The Hills Have Eyes, the cannibal that he kills when he goes to get his baby that's walking around out in the streets outside the houses, that was Greg Nicotero.
Yeah.
He played that part. And then I didn't realize, Gail Ann Hurd started producing The Walking Dead. That was James Cameron's ex-wife. They got a divorce when he was making The Abyss, but they still finished the movie together. I didn't realize how many big names were associated with that show.
You been reading like Tiger Beat or something?
No, I watched some. What's that channel on YouTube? Watch Mojo.
Oh, okay. That's a whole different Georgia, Lacey. You know that. You silly mofo. Michael Morgan talking about Hunchback of Notre Dame is my favorite. I love a hero with a twisted backstory.
Twisted backstory. Who said that?
Michael Morgan.
Damn Nemo. That dude just has bangers, dude. Bangers.
Oh yeah, he's like the dad joke king.
William S. We talk about a little bit of everything here, dude. We actually talked about knives more tonight
I'm sorry.
than we ever
Oh my
did.
god. Freaking gone right talking about the balloon kid killed my grandpa in the war. Oh, I'm so sorry. Did you throw him on the ground?
Yeah, throw it on the ground.
Oh shit.
Do you remember how the throw it on the ground thing got started?
I
I
thought that
didn't
was
start it.
I thought that was due to Eli too.
No, throw it on the ground came from Gary. When Bearded
Oh
Doom, when Bearded Doom got highest bid on that samurai sword, Gary had bid on it.
right.
Bearded Doom outbid him. And then when he won it, he told him to send it to Gary. But Gary was just being super childish and was like, no, I don't want it. And I was thinking, this would just be a whole lot easier, Gary, if you would just pay the $20. You were going to pay like $230. Bearded Doom bought it for $250, so just give him the $20, whatever, something. And we all thought he was kidding. He kept saying he didn't want it, and finally it was like, if you send me that sword, I'm going to throw it on the ground. That's what started on. Bearded Doom's still in here. Gary never got that sword. He refused. He would not accept it.
Gary.
Bearded Doom ended up giving it to look, Bearded Doom. Gary has been a dick to me ever since. Yeah, he got mad that Bearded Doom was trying to give him that sword. So I think Bod gave it to Mattis Fashion, if I'm not mistaken.
Damn, Gary, what the hell, dude?
And there was no acting like he didn't want it. Hell, he just bid on it. Like, I think, I don't remember the numbers, but I think Bearded Doom ended up giving like two. It was for the Jason Brown raffle.
Right.
I think Bod ended up winning the raffle at $250, but Gary just bid like $220 or $230 on it.
Oh, speaking of the Jason Brown raffle, did we ever find out what knife was in the pocket of the onesie that Beard donated? Because I don't know.
You had me confused because he sent me a onesie.
Well, no, I mean, yeah, he donated a onesie to the raffle, but there was a undisclosed knife.
Because I told him I hoped I won his onesie.
Right.
Or at least I figured that's why he sent it to me for Christmas. I'd wear that thing more often, but I can't sit down in it.
Does it squish your nuts?
Dude, when I put it on standing up, it looks like a pile of dog shit with a bicep right down the middle of it. This is cutting me in half. It's the worst camel toe you've ever seen, dude.
It was a Desert Warrior Victorinox. Hell yeah, that's what's up. With a Lancelot leather pink slip. That's badass.
Yeah. Did the person that won it, Bod, did they want it with
yeah,
your ball sweat in it or without?
He said, did they want it? Did they want it? Yes, yes, they did want it.
Did they get it with the ball sweat or because I wanted it with the ball sweat? He told me if I won it, he'd take it out for a motorcycle ride and package it straight up.
So like the Doom version of a titty patina knife.
Christopher Carey Moose Knuckle don't even come close to explain. Tell y'all what, I'll put it on one night and take a picture just so y'all can see how bad it is. That's why my picture on Instagram is like an over the shoulder shot because I didn't want everybody to see. It's bad, man.
Oh, I didn't want it, Shane. LaBouffe won it.
Look, dude, I didn't mispronounce it. You just got confused because I was saying the word "one" and the word "want" in the same sentence, and your brain couldn't keep up.
No, you used the wrong tense of the word.
No, I didn't.
It's the poutine. Michael Morgan, that poutine will warp your brain, dude. But it's good.
Yeah, the poutine wasn't bad. I got the southern
You,
poutine
yeah,
though.
you got the weird poo. I got
It
the
had
legit
pulled pork
poutine with the
barbecue,
yeah.
but the cheese didn't have any flavor.
Well, I mean, it's cheese.
Yeah, but some cheese has good flavor. That
It it's like cheese curds though. That it doesn't have
the
flavor. It's more
cheese
about the
curds at Murph's are
consistency.
delicious. The cheese curds there were tasteless. I'm telling you, I'm a little upset with straight ale. I ain't going back.
Well, you can fuck off, dude, because you got more food than is humanly possible to consume,
You're right, because I didn't
and
consume
bitched
it.
at the waiter about it.
And I didn't consume it all either.
No, you didn't. I didn't. Hell, I didn't. All I got was the poutine and a pretzel, and I couldn't eat it all. And you helped me with the pretzel. Shane didn't use the word tense.
I don't know what y'all talking about.
No, you don't. They're up by Peachtree City. Dude, that funny, not funny story. It's not even a story. I worked right there in Fayetteville at Peachtree City, dude. So this is an odd town in Georgia. They they have a sign height limitation where they can't. All the signs are real short to
Yeah,
the ground, and they have golf cart pass everywhere you go in that town. Like people just drive around town in golf carts on the asphalt path
yeah.
next to the roads. Yeah, Peachtree City is something else.
I thought that was really cool. I'm sure Josh Branson can chime in on that. But when the coal mines all shut down up in Kentucky, them people were starving to death up there, man. They were in bad shape. So they took all those coal mining roads and turned them into UTV trails. And the smartest thing they ever did was the city council made it legal for you to drive a UTV on the street. No tag, just whatever you're driving in the woods, you could drive it to the mall. You could go through a drive-through window in it. But they just made it more welcoming for people from out of town to come ride there. I thought it was pretty smart of them.
They're in Fayetteville now. Yes, I mean that's a cool area in Georgia. It's very kind of progressive and just it's really cool. Fayetteville, Peachtree City, Douglas, like all that area is cool as shit.
Yeah. Why are you deporting me, Kyle? What I do?
You've been a dick.
I'm just mad at you for hanging up on me twice. He says I hung up on him. I really don't remember.
Well, he said he'll touch your balls next time he calls you. So
I will
be
tell
all
you
right.
why I called though. I have this dilemma. I've discovered that when I get super baked on Friday night and Sharif Manganis appears on
Oh
scene.
God, no, we can't. Sharif, if you're in here, he don't mean it, sir.
No, I like Sharif. But dude, there's something deep down inside me when I get high. All I can do is sit there and think up Sharif jokes in my head. And I'm literally typing them and then hitting backspace and deleting them. Typing them, deleting them. Yeah, Patina the other night was like, "Don't you do it, Shane." You guys don't know how strong the urge is. I want to fuck with that guy so bad when I get
And
high.
it's all I'm just so y'all don't think bad of Shane. Is because he pictures him an egg because he's wearing a white T-shirt and there's a roundness.
It's a little egg shaped.
Yeah. So and yeah, that's the only he loves Sharif.
Speaking
I'm
of
speaking
Sharif,
for you.
I got some the download on why we shot that Chinese balloon down when we did. I reached out to somebody in the know, and the reason they waited, everybody thought it was crazy that we let it pass over the entire country before we shot it down. They didn't want to shoot it down because they had no idea what was in it, which makes sense if you think about it. I mean, they could have had some poisonous gas or whatever.
Or
So that's why
children.
they waited until it was over the ocean. But then he told me, he's like, look, people are freaking out for no reason. They fly them things over all the time. They just usually float at about 80,000 feet and we can't see them. For some reason, this one, I theorized that it had something to do with the cold weather. Cold equals lower pressure, and it dropped down to 60,000 feet. We could see it. But he said that the U.S. government is not afraid of those Chinese balloons at all. They know what they're capable of. They weren't worried about it at all. The only thing they were worried about was if they shot it down, it could have something poisonous inside it or whatever.
It was full of open CVVs, actually.
Me and Vince are convinced that the balloon was full of the coof. They were flying some more
The
coof over
the
here.
Kufid, they
Yeah.
had a basket of Kufid on the balloon.
Ready to do? I'm anxious to hear what you think about
Vince
this.
is a goddamn conspiracy theorist. That
Vince,
motherfucker.
I love that motherfucker, dude.
I love
It's
Vince,
hard
dude.
to find somebody that dumb and that entertaining at the same time.
It's like you got
Y'all
your
are
own
aware, and he's
circus
very
clown.
aware of what he's doing, though. He's playing that dumb card purely out of fun.
He is.
Yeah.
And he's a funny motherfucker, dude.
Mary
So
Dane,
damn.
let's hear it, buddy. What was it then? Let's go ahead and start this conspiracy theory. Hell, I'll make a whole new channel out of this shit. If it wasn't a Chinese.
Okay. Meanwhile, in important news, we have TikTok on our phones. Egg fucking exactly.
Yeah.
We know how that works.
I'm sure you guys already know. I've tried to give credit. That whole Instagram picture I posted saying that Leon Moss sent that balloon to spy on Jared, that was 100% I love knives joke. He said it, and I put it to a picture and put it on Instagram.
Well, I hope the hell you didn't catch flack for it. Now you're trying to put it on him.
No, I didn't. I just didn't
Okay.
want to take
All right.
credit for it being that funny when it was his joke.
All right. Well, that's cool.
That
Then.
balloon was launched by Florida Governor Ron DeSantis, the next president of the United States, but with the Texas governor. Oh. They launched it from Florida via Canada. That's impressive shit, right? That's some Florida man shit right there.
It damn
you
sure.
Float a balloon up in Florida, and somehow it ends up all the way in Canada and drifts down. Yeah, like he also said the other reason that they didn't shoot it down was because they know Americans, and they know if they had shot it down somewhere over land, we all would have drove out there to collect pieces of it and sell on eBay. So that's the other reason why they didn't shoot it down over land. He busted up there with more immigrants. Come on, boy, dude. You got to admit, that shit was funny, dude. That's funny as hell. You got people up there in the Hamptons talking about how unfair it is that we don't allow these immigrants in the country. And then as soon as he shipped some up at their neighborhood and they lost their shit, that was fucking funny. And I'll vote for Ron DeSantis purely because of that. Where'd John go? You would, Kyle. That sounds about right. Yeah, everybody would have. As a matter of fact, they're probably doing it now with some fake shit. Somebody go to eBay and see if there's some Chinese spy balloon parts on there for sale. Fox 2, Fox 2. That's good shit. If y'all don't know the meaning behind that, then yeah, y'all missing out. That was the greatest American president of all time. Oh, Bill. Yeah, Todd, they track them all the time. They literally do this all the time. And they're not the only ones. Apparently this is a very everyday thing. The only difference between previous ones and this one was we could see it, and they used it as an opportunity to test that new F-22. So it was just a game for them. Nobody was ever worried about that balloon. They know what they're capable of. So I'm not going to dig too deep into that, but yep, Independence Day. Man, what happened to movies like that, man? I don't understand why they can't make movies that are that fun anymore. I call it fun, and millions of innocent people died, but damn, that movie was fun. Just don't see shit like that anymore. Independence Day and Armageddon, The Rock, and they used to make movies that were just fun. They just don't do that anymore. William S., you're 100% right, buddy. Did you watch the Joe Rogan special where he was going over the terms and conditions of TikTok? So not only does it allow them access to that device, once you allow them access to your phone, any device you log into, they can access. So not that they give a shit what William S. or Edgy American are doing, but if they get some congressman's kid to log in, then they use the home computer, then they've got access.
Well, I want to say thank you because you guys stepped the fuck up. I got a message from Stephanie that simply said, "OMG, what did you do?" So
What
thank
do you
you.
mean?
When they a lot of these fuckers went and followed Steph on
Oh,
Instagram, and yeah, she's very grateful. So thank you guys.
yeah, I got another YouTube channel I got to promote, but I ain't gonna do it just yet. But I found out my great niece, she's I don't know 7, I think. She
Wait,
started.
you have a
She
great
started
niece?
yeah,
You're
she
old as
started.
fuck, dude.
I am, dude. She started posting little Instagram reels, and they're adorable.
Well, we gotta follow that shit.
Yeah, I'll get y'all the link later, but on another live. But Steph, you can follow at what was it again, John?
It's Delta Dogwood Studio
Delta
on
Dogwood Studio.
Instagram.
She's one of them. She's one of them artsy type girls.
She would do some art. I feel like.
I bet she does art.
Yeah, but she does some art, dude.
Oh, no, dude, I ain't laughed that hard in a long time.
And y'all
That
just
chick flipped out, dude. And there's no way she heard us. No way she heard
no,
us.
there's absolutely no way.
She had me all
Todd
day.
Carr, I don't have the link and I can't post it. I mean, because of stupidness or whatever. But
Delta
anyway,
Dogwood.
yes, Delta. Just do a Instagram search for Delta Dogwood. Oh, there you go. Thank you, Cletus. I appreciate you, brother. But she is absolutely rad.
If you guys like knives and guitars, feel free to follow Twang Thing on Instagram.
Oh, damn for sure. Twang to the thazang.
Yeah. I'm shocked sometimes now when people will pop up and I'll see the name. I'm like, I don't already follow them. It's weird.
Yeah, it is. I tell you what, I love. I know Jay Dizzle. I know y'all know Jay Dizzle. I love. He's got the Misfits logo that with the I am 130 or we are 138.
Yeah.
Love that shit.
Yeah, I was never huge into the Misfits.
I love Misfits, man.
I appreciate DIY and punk rock and all that, but if you're a fan of punk rock or you're a fan of rock music in general, if you haven't discovered Finn McKenty, he's got a YouTube channel called Punk Rock MBA. Like the degree you get, Punk Rock MBA. It is so good, dude.
You can't really get a degree in punk rock, but I get what you're saying.
Punk Rock MBA. Just go there and find your favorite band, and he'll talk about how great they were, and then he's going to talk about how ridiculous their fans were, how cringy it all was. It's good shit, man. That guy's got a great channel, Punk Rock MBA. I actually turned Jason Brown onto it.
Oh, really?
A couple of years, yeah. Jason enjoyed Punk Rock MBA. Yeah. I'll tell you how it got started. I was flipping through YouTube one night, and his channel popped up, and the thumbnail was "We need to talk about Fred Durst," and I was like, "You damn right we do." Yeah, he had that whole "We need to talk about" series. He did a bunch of different.
I hate freaking Fred Durst. You love him, I know. You had the britches, and
I loved him because he was an asshole.
Yeah, well.
And that's what Fan talks about. Said he was one of the smartest guys in the music industry. He kept himself relevant. He's still relevant overseas. Dude. They're still selling out stadiums over there. Just not so much here.
Oh, yeah.
Glenn Danzig.
Yep, that was it. Glenn Danzig.
Yeah, but
He's a little cockstrong mofo. He's about this tall.
yeah,
Wouldn't even fight
he was
anybody.
well. Yeah,
We got Gigi Allen on the left. Pooping on stage.
I'm sure Johnny Casada doesn't approve of my liking Limp Bizkit, and I apologize for it, but it was just the right.
Well, you talking?
It was the right music at the right time for me.
You talking about because Johnny Casada is actually a legit musician?
Now wait a minute now. Limp Bizkit had a legit guitar player. They just ran him off.
Oh, Wes.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was legit. Yeah, he was. Yeah, on point. What was it?
Chocolate starfish and a hot dog flavored water.
They had legit musicians all the way around. Their drummer was tits. Just their vibe, man.
Yeah, that was just like I said, man. It was the right music at the right time. You know.
I mean, it was either
Everybody,
them or Hanson with you.
yeah.
So
You know, if you'd been working for the man, and you know, them guys were saying the shit you wanted to say to your boss for years, and
like, give me something to break.
yeah, yeah. I don't care what you think about Limp Bizkit. If you don't get pumped up to some break stuff, there's something fucking wrong with you. That song is badass.
Or maybe the people that do like that song are just the ones that those what are they called, the aggression rooms, like the where you break shit. That's what they're made for.
Yeah, breaking shit is good therapy.
It is.
Yeah, me and three buddies tore down an entire barn with a bowling ball one time. Just one bowling ball, and when it was over.
Apparently Quesadilla is cool with the um
Oh,
Fred
good,
Durst vibe.
good
So
deal.
yeah.
Yeah, he was smart, dude. He was one of the first to realize that even bad publicity's publicity. He did it all right, and he banged Britney Spears, so there's that.
Yeah. And I mean, crazy as she is, she's still hot.
Yeah.
There's that.
Yeah, who was the other one? Tara Reid. Yeah, Tara Reid, Britney Spears. He was running the gambit of all them hot 2000s chicks there for a
All the
while.
little hot blondes, huh?
Yeah.
Apparently, we know
I didn't
his.
know that Eminem had dated Tara Reid till recently.
Yeah, me and Marshall talked about it a while back, but
Oh, did you?
yeah, she's kind of a cunt, but she's
She's
hot.
hot back in
So
the day. She's not aging well.
yeah, a lot of them don't, man. This is horrible, but they just don't.
I did it all for the nugget. You're exactly right. That's what he did it for. That dude damn near lived at the Playboy Mansion.
So here's a surprise twist, in my opinion. I mean, it's been a few years, but Aaron Lewis, man,
What about him?
went from alternative rock to country.
Easy.
No, I love Aaron Lewis.
Okay, good deal.
No, I'm a huge fan.
Yeah.
Dude, he's badass.
Yeah.
It was a plot
YouTube
twist from
video
hell.
of him singing something to remind you live.
Yeah.
God almighty, dude, that's so good.
And I'm gonna put it out there. His country music's actually better than his 2000s alt rock music.
I don't know about that now.
No, it's good, dude.
I appreciate his country music just because his alt rock music was so good.
No.
Have you ever heard him sing? Have you ever heard him sing "Purple Rain"?
Why would I?
God almighty, dude, it's so good.
Did you bust a chub?
Yeah, a little bit.
A little bit.
It's full on chub. You need to YouTube that when you get.
Well,
I'm
gonna YouTube that after this live stream, because
a lot of times he goes from Purple Rain right into Cyndi Lauper's "Time After Time."
Oh my dear Lord!
It's amazing.
He threw it all up in the mix. Who is that? Steph? What up, dog? I love you, homie.
Steph, every Sunday night is nothing but idiocracy and ridiculousness. I think we talked more about knives tonight than we ever have, in all
And
honesty.
yep, we're stupid as shit, and you know that. But yeah, that's the stuff that y'all just went and supported, and I thank y'all. So
I thank y'all too. What Steph had to say about her situation with our waitress today? Did she ever get back to you on that?
she said, "OMG," there was that.
That's so bad. Dude, we went to a restaurant today and ate lunch, and this chick brought her food out. So I'm sitting in a chair, so I'm like crotch level, and she happens to walk up to my side of the table, and then I damn near threw up.
He
That
said it
girl,
made his nose hairs burn.
that girl had
That's
the worst stench coming from her crotch I've ever experienced in my life. I was like, oh, it was bad, man. How do you let somebody come to work like that? Surely your coworkers.
I mean, you probably don't stick your face in their crotch and sniff them when they come to work to make sure they're
Oh, dude, it was
cool to do their
that was
job.
wrong,
That's not
dude.
a thing. And I
Wrong.
didn't smell it, so I think it's kind of imagination on your part.
I don't know. Maybe so. You won't ever be able to convince me, though.
Well, I ain't trying to convince you of him. Steph getting all kinds of love.
Yeah, yeah. I watch these guys, though, Steph. But they'll get out. Well, no, that's just me. It gets out of hand in the chat.
Well, I mean, Shane gets out of hand. Kyle, he get out of hand a little bit, but
Yeah,
just saying, Patina is a dude.
yeah. Just so you know,
It's,
this Patina Turner
it's a
character,
fucking dude.
yeah, has got Frankenbeans. It's not a chick.
He does. And sometimes the Frank be on top of the beans, and sometimes the beans be on top of the Frank.
He's gonna force
You
me
just
to
never
get up
know.
and knock all my shit over. He wants to see that old guard. I gotta figure out where I put it.
Lunday talking about Steph could be a boy's name. Just saying.
I didn't think so until it happened in the NBA.
I mean, of course you're more lovable. Totally obvious.
Oh,
Where'd you go, Shane?
I went to get this old guard for Patina.
With the one you brought here an hour and a half away from your home that I didn't get the chance to check out.
That's the one. You get a
Yep,
chance to check it
that
out
one.
right now.
Yeah, but fuck you. That's all I gotta say.
Just so that you guys know, John flicked it today. I'm sorry, the blade's a little dirty.
No, I didn't.
John Evans did. I know
Yeah.
he flicked it when he opened it. But this isn't necessarily an action type knife. I mean, it's very smooth. It's a lot like a Sabenza, glassy smooth, not drop shut. And some people might detest this detent, but I absolutely love it because it's really easy for me to break and slow roll. Now that being said, I have not been able to shake the blade out. Oh, I did this then, didn't I? Yeah. So the detent is a little soft. So just know that before you get one. Maybe you can stiffen the detent some. I don't know, but yeah, I love it like that.
I bet you do.
CDT 189 at 67 HRC. Yeah, this is our art, Steph. This is what we geek out on.
Yeah, we do. We ain't talented like you. We just find some weird shaped metal objects and geek out on them.
Good night. She's about to pass out. Shane's eyes when he shook. Like,
Well, we love you, Steph. Y'all, you be good, girl.
I tried several times before, but I
What'd you try? What are you doing?
Shake the blade out, dude. I'm having to really, really fling that thing to get it to come out. But yeah, the detent's not super snappy, so if that's what you're looking for, from what I understand, that's not common for MBK though. They usually have snappy detents.
Oh yeah, 100%. All the ones I've had snappy detents. Though I've had the full size old guard and the mini old guard.
Yeah.
Like the original drop point, and they were snappy as shit.
You've ever seen me struggle with my Sabenza?
I've seen you struggle with lots of knives.
It took me 4 tries to get that one open. So I wish this was like that. Not the shaking it open, but I wish I could open it that easily.
You'll get there, champ.
Yeah, but I really like that blade shape, and I like the fact that they did a double stud because I am right-handed, but I do my cutting with my right hand, but I do all the opening and closing of my knives with my left.
A twang thing, yes, it 100% is on washers.
Did somebody tell me that this is not considered sanmai, that this is considered wrapped or jacketed? I'm confused about that.
I mean, sanmai is basically you got the harder inner core inside a softer jacket.
I think sanmai has to be layered that way. The entire blank piece of steel, whereas this the higher chromium steel is folded and jacketed over it. So in other words, the sanmai would have a line on the spine as well.
Oh, so like it was sandwiched.
Yeah,
and that's tacoed.
This is jacket. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, kind of like
I got you. I don't know the terminology. I mean, I always considered that sanmai because it was,
right,
softer and harder on the inside.
Yeah. But from what I've read, even at 67 HRC, that ZDP 189 is still not at the top of the edge retention layer. Well, people say it'll stay sharp a long time, but it loses its bite. But like I said, I just I wipe it once or twice across my strop with Lacey's diamond emulsion, and it stays extremely toothy. So.
What CPM? What's up, dude? You all right?
In turn, from what I understand, what I was explaining is the billet itself, the entire piece of steel for sanmai is stainless, non-stainless, stainless, and then they cut the pieces out. So if you look closely at the spine, you'd be able to see the separating lines too. Whereas this, they just jacketed the stainless over the. But I could be wrong. Somebody was trying to explain that to me the other night, but there's a very good chance they don't know what the hell they're talking about either. Yeah. Well, Leslie, you know what I'm stropping it at. I'm stropping it at 9 because that's what I got from you. Well, Tucker, that depends on who heat treats it, but I think it has the highest capability. I think you can run 121 up to 70, 71 or something like that. Well, I love knives. I've got nerve damage in my hands, and it's not a matter of strength. It's a matter of getting my thumb to do what I'm telling it to do. It's hard to explain. I mean, it don't twerk around on its own or anything, but when I really concentrate on something, a fine task, like I can't pick up screws, especially like knife scale screws, those tiny ones, I can't pick them up. Even if I get them between my fingers and I do pick them up, I'll drop them. And like, even if I'm smoking a cigarette, I have to watch it constantly because a lot of times I'll be standing there like this and the cigarette's not even in my hand anymore. It's on the ground. I don't realize I dropped it. So just something I had to adapt to.
Or it's there and you burned yourself because it's burnt down to the quick.
Yeah. I was telling John that today when I light a cigarette, I have to do it really quick because I won't realize that the lighter, from blocking the wind, I won't realize the lighter has burned me until it's bad. It is strange to try to explain to people that I can't feel things with my hands, like they're numb, yet at the same time they hurt all the time. You'd think if they were numb, you wouldn't feel anything, but I can't feel touch, but I can. The pain is always there. Maybe I
CPM, what's
tried
up,
that for like
dog?
I tried that for like 3 days and it didn't help, and I was miserable. Scott Ian.
I'm wondering, is CPM like commenting song lyrics? Because it's kind of
I don't know.
concerning. I love the dude, so I hope he's okay. Well, let us know if you're all right, brother. Love you, man.
Patina, I said I have a hard time handling small objects. Big objects, no problem.
Oh, okay. I see what's going on.
Yeah.
He's writing. He's posting lyrics.
What song was it? It seemed a little familiar.
Uh, uh, damn! I just saw it. The Stain song. So far away.
So far away. That's a good one.
But
Yeah, when he posted, and I'm not ashamed to be the person that I am today, is what tipped me off.
well, it didn't because you didn't know.
I know. I'm tired. I really need to be in bed asleep. And we have
Yeah,
been going
I
for
think we all do.
2.5 hours.
But I'm just glad old boy's all right, man. That had me worried for a minute.
BBR, when it's short and big around as a skull can, you don't really have to hold it. It just points straight out. So I don't need to hold it. Yeah, dude, I still get.
Dude, I'm sorry. Dang Ross said, bro, CPM got everyone worried.
Yeah, yeah, he has gone like Gabriel did for a little while there. But from what I understand, there is something really bad wrong with Gabriel, but I think he's already lived a little longer than he thought he was going to.
Oh, really?
You don't remember when Gabriel 777 kept telling everybody he wasn't going to be alive much longer and all that?
Yeah.
Then he disappeared. So I thought that he did die, but he showed back up, and I asked him about it. And, he's like, it was still a matter of time. Of course, I mean, it's a matter of time for all of us, but
Oh, it is.
I think he
Could
may
be
have some type
could
of
be a
terminal.
matter of tomorrow. We don't know.
You're absolutely right.
I tell you what, I've had some good couple of days these past couple of days hanging out with friends, man. It's been
Yeah.
good. I'm
I
very
had a really, I
grateful.
ain't gonna lie, guys. I had a really bad week. Especially the last half of it. I had a rough week. Uh, it was not productive to say the least. But
But then he hung out with me and I touched his butt and
uh,
he was good. So,
I ain't gonna lie, John. I woke up this morning trying to think of excuses to text you and tell you why I wasn't coming.
well, I'm
So
glad you didn't,
I don't know
man,
if I'm
because
going because I
that,
always feel better after I
that
come
was
see you.
damn highlight of my day, highlight of my week, really.
Yeah,
Good times. We
yeah.
had
I'm
fucking
hoping
fun as shit today, man.
we can catch a show at the damn
At the
comedy
stand up.
club up there. Yeah,
Yeah.
it'll happen when they start touring. Like they'll have a if they have a weekend show in Nashville, and then the next weekend shows in Atlanta. They'll usually stop through in
Yeah.
Huntsville on like a Wednesday or a Thursday night.
I'd
Kind
love
of
to
sucks.
catch,
They'll have you up to 1 o'clock in the morning on a work night, but
it's worth it. I'd love to catch some Theo or something.
Big for Bearing, we did. I'm doing. We now have 3 prize packages, and I will be getting with the channels tomorrow to let them know officially what's going to be given away through their channel. So what'll happen is you'll go to G Ball will post a video, and in the title he'll let you know it's my entry video. You'll go there and leave the word edgy, all caps, EDGY, on G Ball's entry video. Then you'll go to EDC and Lace, do the same thing, and you'll go to other than intended purposes and do the thing. and that'll have you 3 entries or an entry into all 3 giveaways. So keep an eye out on all 3 of those channels, because hopefully we here within the next 4 or 5 days they'll be posting a giveaway entry video. Just go in, make sure you're subscribed, like the video, and type the word edgy, all caps.
Scott in 100%, dude. That's a true statement. We are all terminal. Act accordingly.
Yeah.
That's the motto I try to live by. Live for today, because we're not promised tomorrow.
Well, I've learned that the hard way the last 4 years, dude.
Yes, sir.
I never imagined I'd be as close to death as I was that many times in that short period. It's weird though. I don't mean to get emotional again, but I really think more attention needs to be paid to it. Is when you go through something like that, you lose the fear of death.
Yeah.
And you replace it with the fear of living.
Yep.
I'm not scared to die anymore, but I'm scared to death of continuing my life not being the same person that I was.
Well, with me, I'm not scared of dying, and it actually made me love living, because you take so much pleasure in the little things.
Yeah.
And not that you guys are little, but I love you fuckers.
Yeah.
I mean, this is one of my joys in life right here, just hanging out with you guys, Shane.
Yeah, it's literally become really close to saying my only joy in the past.
Yeah.
This community, is the only reason I'm still here today. I know that sounds crazy, but I mean, it's, when it all fell apart, this was all I had.
Yeah.
And I know that don't make any sense, but trust me, if you go through it, you know what I'm
talking
about.
It makes total sense. Yeah. I feel like a lot of people in this chat feel the same way, that they had nothing to live for, and then they found this and they had something to live for.
Yeah.
I mean, it don't change everything. It don't make everything okay, but I mean, this is what gets me through the day. A lot of days,
Yeah, it's weird how much it affects me too. Like Justin not being on tonight.
Yeah.
I didn't have a clue what to do with myself. I mean, that's my Sunday.
Yeah.
At 7 p.m.
Yeah, that shit blocked out, dude.
Molly. I poke at Molly and watch Justin laugh about it. That's that 2-hour span of my life every week. So now when they don't happen, I'm like, well, hell, what do I do now? So I don't watch TV anymore. This is pretty much what I do. It's embarrassing sometimes, but when you get to a point in life, where you have things that you love and you've always loved, and you have zero interest in doing them, it's not a healthy place to be. So.
Well, and the thing, it's not embarrassing, really, because this is the people we get along with, the people that love us, we love them. Yeah. And it's gotten to the point it ain't about knives no more. It's about hanging out with friends and family.
Pocket knife and blade show this year.
Exactly.
Absolutely. The only reason why I'd want to purchase a knife at knife show this year is so that when somebody asks me what I bought, I can show it to them.
Yeah.
But you ain't even got to do that, man. These people will talk to you if you don't even own a knife.
And I'm gonna tell you what.
Cal, is Josh in here?
Yeah, I think he's in here. I saw him earlier.
Uncle Cal's here.
I feel like he was. No, not just Uncle Cal's Josh, not Justin. Justin's OCD. But
I don't see him.
Dude, I'm gonna tell you what, I went to Blade Show 2019 and I went to Blade Show 2022, and it was a whole different vibe, because the first one I bought knives, I met like 1 or 2 people.
Yeah.
Dude, this last time it was epic. There was so many fucking people there.
Yeah, if it grows as much this year as it did last year, and I don't mean in numbers, I just mean if it grows into what it's becoming.
Yeah.
I can't imagine it doubling.
Dude, I want everybody that's in this chat.
Love and community and
yeah,
it's great, man.
It was so good. I want everybody in this chat, if you're able to, come to fucking Blade Show this year.
The tickets are like $25.
Yeah. I
If
mean,
there's travel involved, I understand, but trust me, man, you do
yep,
not have to buy a knife.
it's fucking worth it,
Purchasing knives is
100%.
not necessary. You walk around, unless you're one of the people who's got that fear of missing out. You can't stand watching other people buy stuff. It don't bother me, dude. I got
No,
one of my favorite moments of Blade Show was within the first 30 minutes of being there. All the way walking into the building, which was a pretty good walk. I'm talking to Dan Brock, and all he wants is a sea otter.
yeah,
But he
and he
just
got it.
knows. Yeah, he
He got
just knows they're not going to have them. They're going to be sold out. And when I thought about that, he probably could have got in there in time to get one if he didn't waste nearly an hour of his time waiting on me.
yeah,
He wouldn't leave me behind. Even when I had to stop, and rest before I got in the building, he waited on me, knowing he was diminishing his chances to get it.
yep.
Luckily, we walked up to the table and they had it, and he got to buy it, dude. It changed my whole outlook on the day.
And
I was pretty fucking miserable, man.
that's the first thing he handed me. And the funny thing is, there was a couple situations where I'm sitting there talking to somebody, and there's somebody like off to my left or right in my peripherals looking at me that I'm kind of weirded out. Like, who is this person? I don't know what's going on here. And it turns out to be somebody that I know. And Dan Brock was one of those, but he walked up. We were talking for a second to somebody else, and he's like, "Oh, hey, I'm Dan Brock." I was like, "Oh shit, dude, it's great to meet you." First thing he hands me is this fucking sea otter, and that thing was fucking brilliant, dude.
Yeah. And don't forget, guys, when you get there, and don't get your feelings hurt because most of us don't know what each other look like. And even if you see somebody in an Instagram picture when you see them in real life, you're not positive. So, I think it's an awesome idea for everybody to get them geeky little "Hello, my name is" tags.
Yeah.
Screen name on there because, and some guys are more approachable than others. I heard some folks complaining about, Jared not being as nice as they thought he would be. But Jared was on a mission.
That wasn't a thing, dude. He was
wide open, and he'd be glad to talk to you as long as you can keep up with him. He's not going to slow down. He's not going to stop. You gotta. Yeah, you got.
He stayed in the house with Stevie and them, and I went and hung out the last day before I came here. And dude, me and him sat there on the back porch for like probably 30 minutes, sitting there bullshitting. He's definitely a good dude.
Yeah, everybody there was. Everybody there was super cool. I think there was two assholes out of the thousands of people that were there. One of them was a knife maker. That was really shitty to Maddie, and I put him in this place.
And we don't even know him. Like he don't even have a name in the community.
Yeah.
So
I mean, he had drop point fixed blades, and he was worried that Maddie's video was going to cause the Chinese to copy them.
Yeah. Which probably benefited him if they did.
I had actually been recording, so I could catch that look on his face when he threatened to call security on me. And I was like, "How long do you think it'll take him to get here?" He said, "Oh, I'm sure I can have him here in a minute or two." And I was like, "I don't think you got that long." What he didn't know was that everybody else that had met me at Blade Show knew. Dude, I could barely stand up. That dude would have wiped the floor with my ass. I was so sick.
He didn't know that.
No, he didn't know. I swelled my chest up just long enough to scare the shit out of him, and that was the end of that.
Yeah. All right, Birdie. Be good, brother. We love you.
I absolutely would arm wrestle Leon Ma. I have no issues with that. But
all right, so I'm gonna put this out there. Y'all need to stop with that because Leon's got T-Rex arms. So
yeah, dude, people with short arms are hard to beat in arm wrestling.
Yeah.
That whole leverage thing.
Can't fuck with a motherfucker. He got them T-Rex arms for sure. Yeah. But dude, I'm gonna tell you in person, he is the nicest guy you could ever meet.
He really is. Yeah, when you
talk to him
he is super nice.
Dude, he wants you to come eat with him.
99% of the time.
Yeah.
That is when you really find out who a person is when you put them under pressure.
Yeah.
He showed under pressure that he's not the nice guy that he.
Well, and he might have been drunk, dude. You don't never know. Like it could have been a bad night. Yeah. Like we don't know. I mean, what he said was horrible, and it was wrong.
John, that was one of the shittiest apologies I've ever heard.
Yeah, I mean, it was. It
He
really
should have came
was.
right out and said, Jared, what I said was wrong. You know, I was emotional. I apologize.
Yeah.
But I mean, even
Which,
the
I mean,
apology was cringy as hell.
in
His
that
apology
situation, he might not know
was
that he's cringy when he's drunk.
he may not,
But it,
different.
it I mean, it came across as a drunk moment where he saw the video and responded emotionally in an altered state, you know?
The point is he did it, and then he didn't post the apology until he realized
Yeah.
how many followers Jared has and how many people had his back.
Yeah.
I don't
And
think he
I
would
mean,
have ever
I get it.
apologized. I don't think he would have ever apologized if he thought he was winning that battle. When he realized he was losing, and let's face it, his knives aren't on the shelf at Walmart.
No.
Without the knife community, Leon Ma doesn't exist.
Nope.
You
I mean,
know?
it's just like any of the quote unquote boutique
Yeah,
designers. Is
absolutely. It's the
Yeah.
same with like me and
Without
you.
us, they don't
The same with
exist.
Kevin. It's the same with KC. Without the knife community, their knife brand don't exist.
Yeah.
So you got to do whatever it takes to make those folks happy. But I still feel like I do feel a little bit bad for him because he was in a non-winnable situation.
Oh yeah.
Once that 16-month mark, once
Yep.
the 12-month mark hit, even if he had QC'd them and sent them back to China during
Oh yeah.
Chinese New Year and made y'all wait another 6 months, dude, he was fighting a losing battle.
Yeah. Which, I mean, bottom line, I mean, it's a shitty situation. He didn't handle it well. I mean, just it is what it is. Um,
Yeah, he needs a little
but
humility
I
for
do
sure.
try to keep in mind that people go through shit, you know.
Right. Yeah. I do feel a little bit bad for him, but not bad enough not to poke jokes at him.
Pat's got a good point because
Who's
at
Pat
the
Hogan?
end of Jared's video, he literally said, "If I hated this knife, I would just sell it, but I want to love it so much, I
Right.
want to fix it." So, I
Yeah.
mean, is what it is. Bottom line, I mean, there's three sides to every story.
Right. And I will admit I was already a little bit fired up because
I mean, you've been fired up for months because you
yeah,
posted it in damn chats. Fuck
yeah,
Leon Mong.
yeah. And then
So,
when he deleted my comment, that kind of
yeah,
pissed me off.
it got
Deleted it
personal.
and blocked me.
It got personal as shit.
Yeah. Well, it's because uh, I never believed Leon. It's not that I had concrete evidence, but I 100% believed that he didn't pay Rocky. I did.
Yeah.
You know, everybody had their opinion about that. And looking at Leon's personality and Rocky's personality, I completely understand why it was easier to believe Leon. Rocky handled it, like
He did.
somebody raised on the streets would.
Yeah.
That's who he is. And, it was easy for people to think, well, this dude's just a thug. He just, yeah.
Which, I mean, and again, in that instance, three sides to every story because
Right.
we don't, we just don't know.
Yeah. And
And
he could still repair some of this. I'm sure anybody out there that's got his knife that's not happy with it, there's no doubt in my mind he's going to make it right.
yeah. Oh,
But,
yeah.
I mean,
He's got a business
how
run.
happy are you going
And
to be with it?
BBR is correct. Talking about even the video, Jared was like, not crack, it was heroin. That was the best line of the
Yeah.
video. He was like, actually, it was heroin.
Right.
That was great.
And I thought about that too. There's a chance that Leon.
He might have
know
just
any of
been
that.
making a blanket statement.
Right. He might not have
Yeah.
known any of that.
Yeah.
And we
Couldn't
all
have,
took it very personally. But,
couldn't known a fucking thing.
right. It's like
Because
you
Jared
can
is
be in 4 different crowds and drop an N bomb and get away with it. But that fifth one might get your ass whipped.
and Jared, he's enthusiastic. I mean, he is. He's just a hyped up dude.
Look at
So
this.
I mean,
Look at this jackass. I'm sure
oh,
Kyle Coonley loves it when Javon's an asshole. Yeah.
Get him, Kunle. Kunal.
Yeah, Lacey, I have to bite my tongue on this whole hoback situation because I don't know, man. The fact that some influencers not only have forgiven him, but told us that we're stupid for not forgiving him, that's just a hard pill to swallow. I, I don't know. Just don't seem right to me. But they can say they're not influencers, but people run out and buy every fucking thing they show.
Oh
They're
yeah.
influencing somebody. But I ain't gonna get into that. That's just gonna
I tell
stir
you
up
one that
a
I tell you one
controversy
that
I'll be
got
trying to
canceled
stay
like
out of
fuck
for
is
years.
um Browse. He got canceled like hell.
Yeah. And not many people know this. Everybody thinks I'm an asshole all the time. Because I reached out to Slicey Dicey a year after that whole situation went down, just to ask him how his wife and baby were doing. I told him my feelings on it, and I told him, that, you know, he could redeem himself. It was just all a matter of whether or not he was willing to start back smaller than he was and work his way back up. I guess he chose not to do that, but he was still a human being. That he did just have a child that had a rough go in the beginning. So as much as I hated that guy and what he did to people I know, I was still, I was still nice to him. I hope he's okay. But
Yeah, I mean, deep down, he's a human being, and I mean, I was friends with him before all that shit went down, and I mean, we'd had conversations, and I didn't really care for his live streams or his videos, but as a
I loved his
actual,
reviews.
and,
His
and see, I
reviews were my
didn't,
go-to. If I wanted to know about a knife I was interested in, I went straight to Slice. But now his live
and,
streams,
and see,
God, they
the
were boring.
the thing is, I didn't care about his reviews, live streams, anything. Like, we had a relationship on the Apex group or whatever, and like we became friends. We talked back and forth, but there was always a little bit of like he's got some pompousness to him. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And then when that shit went down, and I still feel bad because I
You
think
could you could
deep
sense that
down he's
too
a
with
good dude.
and he was trying to tell Justin to adjust his hours
Yeah,
for his
yeah,
time because you
yeah,
know he was a bigger channel and Justin might not do as well
yeah.
was going on the same time he did. Yeah, but John, I remember a time just a year ago when some people that we think very highly of were very pissy about all these people starting live streams.
Oh yeah,
You know, guys that are staples in the community. They were absolutely whining because so many people were starting to go live. So
yeah,
it's just like you said, it's just human nature, man. We're
yeah.
fallible. We're
It
gonna
is, and
we're all
I
gonna
mean,
face
it's
something we regret one day.
everybody has a different reason. Like my reason for like going live with you is A, I get to hang out with you. B, we hang out with all these stupid fuckers
Uh,
that we call friends. And I mean it's just fun for me. I love it. I love the one-on-one interaction. But I mean, because back then, honestly, I was putting out content and you get like a delayed response or whatever, but this was like immediate where you're
uh,
sitting there talking, and I mean it's the
yeah,
people
because
you
if
talk to every day.
you have a YouTube channel, and you tell me you don't open your studio at least once a day to see how many views it's had, or to see if there's a comment so you can read it, you're a liar. I don't believe that at all.
I
Everybody does that.
I don't, and
But
I
you
mean
don't
I do and I
anymore.
don't. Well, I don't post content anymore, but
You're right.
yeah,
Here we get that instant feedback.
yeah.
You know.
I mean it's instant gratification,
Yeah.
and plus I mean it's the people you talk to in other live streams, and you get to like actually speak your words to them.
Right.
You know, like Kyle Coonley, fuck you, dude. You're just a horrible person. We hate
Right.
you.
Yeah.
But honestly, we love you.
Yeah. Yeah. I haven't forgiven Slicey either, but I just tried to remind myself that he's a human being and probably hasn't heard a positive word in a little while. So I reached out to him and just let him know I hope him and his family were fine. You know, but
What did he
it
say?
scared. He was very appreciative. He was actually very humble, and kind. You know, and
And
that was
that's the
it.
thing, dude.
Yeah.
Like I've had personal personal
But keep in mind,
conversations with him.
he may not have been humble by choice. He
Yeah,
had been humbled.
yeah, that's it.
Yeah. And it scares me to death. Like, I was supposed to mail Tactical Terry's package Friday, and I didn't. You know why. Well, I ain't even
Yeah,
saying it. I didn't get out of bed all day Friday. I had a really, really bad day. And, so now I got to hope that the situation is different Monday so that I can get out and get it mailed. But, I start sweating it over a day or two. I don't know how long these people waited on their stuff, but
yeah. Months, I feel like.
yeah.
I appreciate that, Jeremy.
Jeremy who? Who's Jeremy?
Ah, okay. I love knives.
Oh, yeah.
Jeremy
I
Pritchard.
love knives. Did he just say he's only 25?
What, his age?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't think so. I know he makes some badass barbecue because I've seen pictures.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he just said he's only 25 years old. Which is great. We don't have a whole lot of young folks in the knife community, which is scary. That means it's
He's
going to die.
42, dude. He just
Oh,
commented.
he said something
Which
about
I felt
25.
like he was closer to our age.
Luke, you're damn near right. I ain't gonna talk about it, but I had an incident that would sound silly if I told you what it was because it means nothing. But dude,
Fucking
it really
Patina,
fucked with me
did he win
emotionally.
over Roosevelt? Yes, he did. Just like you did.
Yeah.
You bougie bastard.
Yeah, if anybody wants to buy Roosevelt, just get Patina to enter the
Yeah,
lotto for you.
he'll take a picture
Yeah.
too.
What's Patina's new hashtag? Uh,
I'm a dude.
get a Rosie like me or something. He posted it.
Oh yeah, well there's that. Yeah.
Yeah, it was pretty heavy flow. And I'd be glad to tell you about it, but it's so weird and out of this world. I don't want to share it with everybody. Excuse me. Well, all right, guys. It's been 3 hours, and I'm extremely sleepy, so that's actually a good thing. If I can get to sleep and get up tomorrow, I
Fuck
got.
you, Kyle Coonley. 100%. You bastard.
What do you say now?
He said, "See, I say one nice paragraph, and a panda attacks me. Dick, I hope your tiny balls cover your butthole while you sleep. Couldn't call sleep apnea. Fuck you, you knife sharpening prick.
You
I
fishing
love you,
against the
dude.
wing guy? You talking about the maxi pads with wings, Patina? Anyway, all right, guys. I
Oh,
love
we
you.
we getting off here?
Yeah, we've been 3 hours. I really need to get some sleep.
Oh
All
shit,
that
it's
shit I
3 hours.
all
Fuck.
that shit I didn't do Friday. I really need to make up for tomorrow. So,
You got a lot of jerking up off to catch up on. So
that's right. That's right. Well, all right, guys. As always, you guys know I appreciate any amount of time y'all spend with me. It really means the world to me. Y'all are my people. I love y'all. That's all I got, John.
well, I love you fuckers. You're weird as hell, but that's what I apparently dig.
Yeah.
That's my vibe.
Yeah. See y'all next week at the same time on the same. And I guess we are going to go live partially during the Super Bowl. Whatever.
Yes, sir. We'll do it.
Yeah.
Fuck the Super Bowl.
That's right. Love
Watch
y'all.
us. Love you, bastards.